The Horrible Gamers podcast may contain content not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Horrible Gamers podcast, show number 379. We record on January the 3rd, 2022. I am one of your hosts, Jesus, who's also known as JesusWalksAlot. Today I'm joined by my friend from the West Coast, the best coast, Gunny Chief. Henley Merrill is back. Welcome back, Henley. Welcome.
Hey, Happy New Year, horrible people.
Yeah, Happy New Year, Gunny. Welcome to the show. Welcome back.
Thank you, bud. It's been a while, but we're back. We're here. We're alive.
Oh, it's been a while. That's for sure. Yeah, Happy New Year, everyone. We would like to wish everyone a Happy New Year. We're sorry we've been gone for a bit. It's just, I'm gonna be straight up with you guys. Dude, the last month at my work has been fucking nuts. Like, so much product has gone out the door. It's insane. Like, oh man, it was a busy holiday season. Yeah.
Yes, same for me. You know, it being in the alcohol industry, it's been like, you guys saw my text. You and Mayo saw my text. Like, okay, it's Monday. I'm working. Like it seemed like the last 3 Mondays we worked. And that's normally when we record is on a Monday evening. No,
yeah, I agree, man. It's been kind of wild to me that, you know, it was busy. We couldn't get together, whatever. Things happen, you know, life gets in the way. And this week we're missing the Mayo because the Mayo, we believe, has the Rona. We believe he's a COVID victim. I mean, he was telling us he was all kinds of fucked up, right? Like, he had a big fever.
Last night, yeah. I
couldn't walk. I don't even think the Camaro would turn on for him anymore because he was so sick. It was bad. And, and Mayo has all his shots. He has the booster and everything, I think.
Yeah, so. I want to say, I know you said you went and got yours, but I haven't gotten my booster yet.
Yeah, they did something at my work where, like, they had some people come in to my work and give booster shots. So I was like, you know what? I'll just do it here. Fuck it. And then I just did it there. So, yeah, I mean, why not, you know? If it's free and shit, might as well. But, yeah, anyways, Mayo's gone. Gunny's here. I'm here. And the ghost of Christmas past is here, Gunny.
Still here, still lingering around in 2022.
Still lingering, that motherfucker.
Or in the January.
Anyways, you can follow us on Twitter at _horriblegamers. That's _horriblegamers on Twitter. Leave us a review on iTunes. Any review you leave us, we actually get them all. I mean, you know, usually people that podcast from the United States or from, like, you know, the UK or Europe or wherever, China or wherever, usually they only see the reviews based on that country. Like, if you go right now to the Apple Store, Gunny, on your phone and look at our reviews, the reviews you see are based out of the U.S. mostly. U.S. and Canada, I believe. And, like, each country has, like, its own review system or whatever through Apple. So, but if you review us, I get to see that. I get an email showing the review from anywhere around the world. And then that's even if you rate us. If you leave a rating, I get an email saying what rating you left us and what review you may have left or may have not left. Anyways, yeah, so they do matter. Reviews do matter because those bump us up in the rankings and all that fucking shit on the robot machines. It's how it works, Gunny. You leave reviews, the robot machines look at the reviews, and then they determine if we're worthy enough for them. Kind of like the Matrix.
Yes.
Yes.
Speaking of the Matrix, no, I didn't watch that movie. But
I have.
For the reviews.
I have, but hold on. First, you got to go and join our Facebook group, Horrible Gamers Podcast Community. And a big shout out to our Patreons who are the Patreon. The machines are they're like the blood flowing through the veins of the show. That's what they are. Right, Gunny?
That's right.
They're like the oil to our engine, like the blood in our veins. What else can we compare them to? But big shout out to Leahy, the legendary D, Jason Sams, Robert and Noble, Sean Patrick, Chad and Liam, Nipron, the best HGP host ever, John Jerome, Evan, some big, or, oh, whoa, I was about to say something different here. Oh, this is Evan, some girls, Big D Tanaka. I was about to say Evan, some big girls. D Tanaka. I don't know. Maybe Evan likes the big girls. Who knows? You know, we don't judge around here, Evan. It's all good. Jonathan Titan, Big D Hall, and the first HGP Patreon, Bill Still, even the biggest D Garner the second. Thank you all for being Patreon machines. The oil to our machine, yeah, fuck yeah. The fuel to our engines. I don't know what else to say.
I was going to say something, but no, I can't think of anything else. It wouldn't sound right. It would sound weird.
All right, and also there's going to be a new Spotify podcasting ranking or like review system, I believe, being released for Spotify. So if you listen to us or you listen to us through Spotify, make sure if that feature is enabled for you to go ahead and do us a review and a rating on there. You know, fuck Joe Rogan. You know, we're trying to beat that guy.
Yeah, don't rate him.
He's like the number one podcast on everything, dude. That dude, man, yeah. Don't rate him. He doesn't need your ratings. We need your ratings. He doesn't need them. Anyways, big shout out to Phantom Mank for the intro and outro music to the podcast. Big shout out to you for listening to us all of last year. Big shout out to you, Gunny, for making it through another year of HGP hosting.
Same to you. And same to you, Mayo. Get better soon.
Get better, Mayo. But yeah, I mean, like, you know, 2021, Gunny. Let's take a look back at 2021. What a year.
Wow. Yes.
What a year, man. I mean, if you look back at the games that came out in 2021, it actually was a much better year than 2020 in terms of gaming. And, you know, I feel like 2020, the whole coronavirus outbreak or whatever, you know, the lockdowns that went around the world pretty much put a halt to, like, all the major video games, right? Like, it kind of fucked us for 2020, right? Like, what was the biggest games that came out? I'm thinking of 2020. What were the big games in 2020? I mean, I know there was a few big ones, right? There was like Assassin's Creed and shit, wasn't there? There was, I guess, Cyberpunk, right? Cyberpunk was last year.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say that was the PC game, right? I mean, it wasn't like this all around, you know, all console.
I think if the game would have been better optimized for the consoles, it would have been a much bigger hit, you know?
Absolutely.
But obviously, I felt like on the PC it was playable. Like what I played on the PC and I beat, I really thoroughly enjoyed, and I can sit here and say that I really did enjoy that fucking game. Like that game was wonderful, man. It ran great on the PC. You know, as far as the consoles though, I do feel bad for the people that got to play that shit on like the Xbox One original. Oh man. Like, have you seen those videos on YouTube?
Which ones? Oh, yes. I saw those. I didn't believe it. I thought it was fake.
No, dude, they're fucking real, man. Like it was bad, dude. It was like really bad. I was like, God damn, like that shit's terrible. But yeah, I mean, I was thinking back to 2020. I don't remember many games. I remember.
I got a list here. I actually brought it up because I'm mixing 20 and 21 in my head. So, Bug Snacks I think that was Epic and PlayStation.
Yeah, that was that PlayStation
5, game. Was it? Or did that also come out on PS4? I can't remember if it did or not.
It came out on PS4, yeah.
Yeah, it did come. Yeah, it came out PS4, 5, and PC. No Man's Sky was still a thing, apparently. So that was like, it was kind of getting, you know, an overhaul, I'd say. Even though that game wasn't for me. You know, I felt like every time I went to play it or watch streams, I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Not my thing. A game called Helltaker. Have you heard of this?
No.
Free Steam game. Okay, it's simple block pushing puzzles. Never mind on that. It's not anything in our wheelhouse.
Pretty much 2020 kind of sucked. There was only a few good. I mean, actually, there was some pretty good games.
Doom Eternal. Yeah. There you go.
Like Ghost of Tsushima came out. The Last of Us Part 2, Spider-Man Miles Morales came out. Those games were all great.
Mario Kart Live.
As far as last year, though, we had some really good games last year, and I feel like it was a good year for gaming all around. And I feel like this year, man, I feel like this year, next gen consoles are going to be the full feature of E3. Like, I feel like when we get to E3 this year, Sony and Microsoft are both going to be like, you know what? You guys want some next gen shit? Here's your fucking next gen shit, you motherfuckers. And they're going to like just drop tons of games. And I feel like they're all going to be fully optimized for next gen systems and PCs, you know? Like, I feel like PCs are going to be in the mix as well. I'm excited for this year, 2022, for games, man. I really am. I hopefully get to buy myself an Xbox Series X. I mean, I have the S, so I'm missing out. You know, if I want to play a console game, I could still play it on the S. But I do want the X. You know, like I feel a little hobo having the S, Gunny.
I'm a hobo. I have the S, and it is hobo. I think I still like deal with that issue of, oh shit, let me uninstall this damn game. I wanted to play it. I want to keep it in my library. No, I have to either move it or delete it.
Yeah, I gotta uninstall Halo because it's like fucking 110 gigs or something. You know, this shit only has like 300 gigs on it. Yo, that's like 3 games nowadays, man. Literally, you know, like if you play Warzone, that's like Warzone in one other game. Because Warzone itself is like 150 gigs or something like that, dude. Call of Duty Warzone, you know what I mean? So, yeah, as far as, you know, the console itself, it's a great machine. It's well priced, but it just has no memory. I feel like this year, no, not this year. I feel like maybe next year or the year after, they're going to announce a new Xbox Series S with higher memory. I feel like they will be like, you know what, we got the new Series S. This thing has a terabyte of memory or whatever. You know what I mean?
Or two. Yeah, depending on the price.
Yeah, they won't go 2 because those are still those NVMe drives. They're super expensive to make or whatever, you know. And right now, the scalpers, I don't know if you know this, Gunny, but right now it's beginning right now. So if you're looking for an NVMe drive, I suggest you buy one now because it's starting to begin where the crypto miners, those guys, they're buying up a bunch of NVMe drives and the memory drives right now. So similar to what happened this happened a few years ago. Same thing happened where some reason NVMe drives were being used to mine crypto. They helped improve the mining performance, and people were buying them up left and right. That's why you couldn't find any NVMEs, and they were really hard to find. They were really expensive to buy at the time, and that's sort of happening again. But the good thing is that nowadays, I feel like NVMe is becoming more mainstream. So there's a lot more manufacturers of it and a lot more third-party people that are making it, you know, like hobo companies that are making it. Doesn't necessarily mean the hardware is hobo. It's just you may not recognize the brand when you buy. You're like, what the fuck is this brand, you know? But it still works.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I was going to say, Jesus, real quick, I may have brought it up on the show, or I might not have, but in regards to, you know, like you talked about the crypto mining thing, and I don't know if you read the article, or I may have watched it. I watched it on a YT vid, but basically it's El Salvador or San Salvador, one of those countries that has a volcano. So basically they're going to use a lot of that volcano power to power up this massive computing thing to mine Bitcoin. It's crazy. The country, the government is supporting it. I'm not joking. And I was like, no way. Like, it's going to be this huge thing where it's like, isn't it? I think it's the first country to recognize it as legal tender. So I'm like, great. There goes more graphics cards and, NVIDIA.E, whatever freaking drives. Like, it's just going to be insane prices.
Yeah. So they actually announced, the president of Salvador announced that they're going to build a Bitcoin city.
Damn.
It will be the shape of a Bitcoin. The layout of the grid of the city will be shaped as a Bitcoin, and it will be at the base of a volcano, the Conchagua volcano. And they're going to use the geothermal energy from the volcano to power the computers in the town and to power the whole city. They say everything in the area including residential areas, commercial, services, museums, entertainment, bars, restaurants, airports, ports, railways. Everything in the city will be Bitcoin based. Everything.
That's the future, baby. Yeah. You think America will ever get there, or are we going to go digital currency?
I think
Probably just
America,
have our own thing?
Yeah, I think America would just make their own coin. Fuck you, the American coin.
Like, no, we're going to the digital dollar or whatever.
The digital dollar, something stupid, right? They said that the cost of this city is going to be 300,000 Bitcoins. Yeah, Gunny. What's up now?
That sounds cheap, though. I mean, it is kind of probably a third world country, but in retrospect, yeah, everything is cheaper down there. Labor, cost, everything else. Minus inflation, but still.
Gunny,
I want to say they wanted to do something like that in Utah or Nevada, but I don't know what they would use as a power source in America. The good old USA.
I think
we need to do something here, Jesus.
I'm trying to look at how much 300,000 Bitcoins will give you right now. So,
equal dollars?
Yeah, so I'm trying to...
Conversion?
Man. So that's that's $13 billion.
That's a good start.
That's going to be a badass city, dude. Utah, that's a pretty good fucking city right there. It's a lot of money, dude.
I'm already thinking like some nice resorts because they're going to have casinos, probably.
Oh, yeah.
I can imagine.
Be all futuristic looking. Probably all state of the art, you know what I mean? It's probably going to be the nicest city in the country their country, you know?
Nice.
Yeah. It's the only shitty part is it's at the base of a volcano.
Right. I remember you talking about volcanoes on this show. We're all going to die from a volcano eruption. It's just going to cover the whole earth.
The volcanoes, man, they're deadly.
Get the power from it while you can.
But yeah, you're right. They're building a Bitcoin
Harness that
city.
Power. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know what the hell made us get into the Bitcoin talk, but we got there somehow. I don't know what got us there.
I derailed us. Sorry.
Something got us in there. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. So because we were talking about the memory on the Hobo consoles, right? And but I was thinking about maybe buying a memory card, one of those off-brand memory cards. Because doesn't another company make them now? Is it Seagate? I know Seagate's make the Microsoft ones, but haven't they started making their own version too? Isn't it called like the Seagate Xbox card or something stupid like that? I'm pretty sure they announced they were going to make their own cards that were going to be, I mean, not much. They were going to be like maybe $40 cheaper than the Xbox ones or whatever. Or maybe a little bit more.
They're branded ones.
Yeah, but they're not as big as the Xbox ones. Like instead of being like a terabyte, they were like half a terabyte.
Oh, maybe. Yes, we did a report on those several weeks back.
Yeah, weren't they going to be like 100 something, but they were going to be like half a terabyte instead of the whole terabyte?
Yeah, I put that article in we talked about it.
Yeah, maybe I'll get one of those for the console, you know, maybe I don't need a terabyte on there, maybe a half more. Something. I don't know, I'll figure it out eventually.
That's what I'm thinking too. I just don't want to spend, $250 on a freaking memory card
on a
or something
drive. Yeah, when you just bought the console for like $300, you're like,
yeah, I want to keep it. Basically, I don't know. It's either like I want to go all the way, like where I'm like, hey, look, I'm buying full-fledged games on this system. Yeah. I don't know how much more money outside of it I want to throw at it, like controllers and everything else, where I'm like,
yeah,
I can just get an X, a Series X, for whatever. Hopefully I can get it for $499 at some point. But, I mean, I haven't put a lot of effort into that either. But, yeah, eventually I do want to do that. Either just go for the X, Forget about memory cards and crap for the S. Because I'll take this S and I'll take it up to my other place.
Yeah, it's whatever, man. I don't know. Anyways, I guess let's talk about what we've been playing this week and what's been going on. I mean, for the last few weeks, I've played a lot of games. I've actually, all that good stuff, holidays, all that shit happened. But I've been playing some games. Even though I've been working a lot, having 2 weeks off of the podcast actually frees up a lot of time. So I was able to get some gaming in, and I actually was able to game on a new platform, Gunny.
Ooh, I do. What'd you get? Like this? What's the? Did you get a Steam Deck or something? What's up?
Oh no, I have that on pre-order, but I haven't got it yet.
Those aren't out yet, right?
Yeah, no, they haven't. I don't even think they've shipped the first batch out yet, and I'm like on the third wave of it or something, or the second wave of it or some shit like that. So I probably won't see mine till like June, if they ship out by then. I don't know. Anyways, I actually been playing on Stadia, Gunny. And you know, funny thing is, Stadia had a sale. This I don't know if it's still going on, but they had a sale for current Stadia members and people that just wanted to buy one. So I was able to snatch one for like $22. $22.
Now is that like? Does that come with a controller and a game or something, or
No. It comes with
like a subscription?
No, it comes with this. It's the Stadia. It's called the Premier Starter Bundle or whatever. So pretty much it comes with a controller and a Chromecast. So let's look up Google Chromecast Ultra. So right now you can buy a Chromecast Ultra. They're pretty much like $40, brand new, right? But actually, let's look on Amazon. That Amazon will give the true price of this shit. So Amazon, they're currently unavailable, but you could buy one used for $30. And I don't know if it's the... See, because the one that comes with the Stadia is the Ultra one. The Chromecast Ultra. It's not the regular one. And I know there's a difference between the two. Like the Ultra does 4K, and I don't know if the regular one does or not. Anyways. Like I said, it was a deal, right? Like, I could have just bought a Chromecast, but that would have cost me more than just buying this fucking bundle, so why not, right? And I get a controller that was like another $40 if I would have bought the controller by itself. It's pretty much a good deal.
It is. That sounds like a good deal.
It's $22.
Collector's item.
Yeah. So I bought it. It comes in a nice little box. It's a tiny little box. You know, it says Stadia on it. It has like people playing games and shit on there. It has like video game shit on it. And pretty simple to set up, actually. So you just plug in the Chromecast or whatever into like a power outlet. You run the power cable to the Chromecast Ultra. You plug it straight into an HDMI port. And you turn that on. And then you pretty much set it all up to your phone. There's an app you download on your phone, you know, the Google Home app or whatever. And you probably have that if you've had like a Google, what are those things called? Like the fucking house pod thing or whatever, like the house Alexa looking thing for Google. If you have one of those, you probably have this app already on your phone. It'll detect it through your Wi-Fi. It'll detect the Chromecast automatically. It'll connect it to your Wi-Fi. You put in some code that pops up on the screen, and it connects to your Google account, and you're done. Literally, it's pretty fast. This is actually pretty easy to do. It's kind of like setting up a new Xbox, you know, like the same shit pretty much. And then, as far as the controller setup, it was pretty simple. You just connect it to your Wi-Fi or connect it to your phone, and it detects it. What I found really interesting, though, is when you launch the Stadia app on the Chromecast itself, it'll ask you, right, like on the TV, it'll ask you, hey, do you have a Stadia controller that you want to pair with this? Or do you want to pair a Xbox controller? Do you want to pair a PS4 controller? So it pretty much just lets you do whatever. Like, it's like, we don't care. Just fucking play with whatever you want, you know, just fucking play, I guess. And of course, when you sign up, you get a free month of Stadia Pro. Now, Stadia Pro is that shit you need to play in 4K or whatever, right, Gunny? You need it to play in 4K resolution and HDR and all that shit. You don't have that if you don't have Pro. If you just have like the standard version, you only have like 1080p streaming or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever. You know, it's a lower resolution. Anyways, I was able to launch a few games, and you know the beauty of the Stadia app is kind of like it reminded me of Game Pass so much. It reminded me of like just being able to get on there. You see the games you want to play. You know, Stadia Pro actually has like a library of games that you could just play being a Pro member or whatever. It's almost like a Game Pass thing where like if you're a Pro member, you have access to all these games, and apparently some of them they add in like for example, like a month to roll around, and they'll add them for that month. And if you claim them, they stay in your pro library, but the ones you don't claim may leave at some point. You know what I mean? But if you claim them, they stay in your library. If you don't claim them, they may be removed and replaced with other stuff, you know? So, like, it's kind of like Game Pass almost, you know what I mean? But It's weird because they let you keep them regardless if they remove them from the service. You know what I mean? Like, even if they take them away from the pro members, like from that pro subscription play thing or whatever, I think you still get to keep them in your library. That's from what I understand. I haven't been able to experience that firsthand, but I just clicked a few games. You know, there's like Grid 5, Hitman. There's a few other games on there, little like some indie titles. There's a few other AAA titles like Mafia 3, et cetera, et cetera. So I was able to play actually a few games, and what really impressed me was actually the streaming actually worked really good. Like there was really, it didn't feel like I wasn't playing on a console. You know what I mean? Like I thought for sure I'm going to notice like input lag. I'm going to notice
like the latency or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it was so low.
Yeah, I'm going to notice like something, right? I'm going to notice it. And I really didn't. It's kind of pretty cool, man. Like you just press play and it's like, do you want to play this? Yes. And then all they ask you is, are you sure you're 18? Because, you know, a lot of the games are rated mature or whatever. So they'll ask you, are you sure you're 18? You say yes. And the game just starts. And it's like, okay, play. And that's kind of pretty fucking cool. And like the whole time I was thinking, this right here is the future of Game Pass. That I guarantee you, less than 5 years from now, before the next console generation is out, that's it. We're going to be streaming games like that through Game Pass.
And I did just put an article because it's something that jogged my memory when you started talking about Stadia, which we will read that off first when we do get to the news.
Yeah.
To further your point on the future.
Yeah, and I think that, like, honestly, dude, when I was playing that, I was thinking to myself, if Microsoft, which they, of course, have the data centers, if they can just leverage all that shit, all their data centers that they have around the world, reduce the latency on the streaming, even offer just basic, if you're a member of Game Pass, you get 1080p streaming. That's it. Don't even mention 4K. Yep. Don't bring it up. Don't even, like, you know, just to save resources, just to like launch it and let it just naturally grow. Launch with 1080p streaming and maybe 720p for some games or whatever, right? If you just do that and you say, all you have to do is be a member of Game Pass, plug your controller to the Bluetooth on your TV, and you're on. That is the fucking future of Game Pass, dude. And I can already see it, man. That's what's going to happen. There's no doubt in my fucking mind. Like, a few years from now, Gunny, we're going to be talking about, hey, man, you see that new game that came out on Game Pass? It's going to be just like Netflix, like talking about watching something on Netflix. You know, oh, yeah, man, that was on my most recommended list or whatever. But I added it to my playlist. You know, I'll get to it at some point, you know, like that's exactly what the future is, dude, for gaming.
I can definitely, like, this is something that just came to mind was, you know, when you talk about whether it be like Xbox Game Pass or even something with Sony, but just speaking specifically for Xbox, right? Mm-hmm. Where you're watching a football game and boom, it pops up. Hey, you got the Samsung TV, you got the app, you just need to buy one of them controllers. We got them streaming controllers for $30, $29, right? And just boom, connect it. And you could also be playing the Madden 2022s or whatever it is.
Yeah. Play Madden right now by pressing whatever on your Xbox controller or whatever. And all Xbox has to do, if they want to reduce the latency, you know, like how the Stadia controller connects to your Wi-Fi, all they have to invent is make a way that your fucking Xbox controller connects to Wi-Fi. That's all they have to add to it, right? And make a new version of the Xbox controller that connects to Wi-Fi and sell that as your streaming Game Pass device. You don't need a dongle to connect to your HDMI. We have an app on the Samsung. We have an app on the TV already. All you need is this fucking controller. That's like $70 or whatever. Buy it, and you're going to be able to play on your fucking phone, on your tablet, on your fucking TV, on whatever, whenever the fuck you feel like it. And that's just like naturally what I feel like is the future, man. Like there was like just playing it. It kind of like, I was just sitting there like thinking to myself, holy fucking shit, dude, there's nothing connected to my TV besides like a fucking streaming device. Like, it's like I have an Apple TV already connected to my bedroom TV, right? Adding this Chromecast, it was really just taking up another HDMI port. But I was thinking to myself, you think about like gaming, like this is kind of insane, you know, we grew, like our generation grew up with consoles and shit, you know? The futures, they don't need that shit. You don't need anything but a screen. That's all you fucking need. You don't need a device. You don't need a stupid box under your TV. You don't need a stupid computer tower with fucking flashing lights. You don't need a stupid fucking TV stand, Gunny. Just mount your fucking TV on the wall, okay? Just mount that fucker on the wall. Mount it, Gunny. On the wall. Plug it into the socket. Connect it to the Wi-Fi. Turn the fucker on and play your game. That's it. That's it. That's the fucking future right there. Like, no bullshit. No, oh, you gotta fucking find an Xbox at the store and fight the scalpers and try to beat Bill Gardner at buying all the consoles. You know, you can't beat that fucker. So the future is no more consoles, Gunny. No more boxes.
All digital.
No more stupid computers talking to Mayo about, hey man, my computer broke. What do I do, Mayo? No need to hit up Mayo at 3 a.m. no more. And wake him up from his sleep. Okay, Gunny? While he's sick and dying, I don't have to hit him up anymore, okay? I don't have to call the hospital and yell at the nurse to put me through to him, even though he's asleep, because I need to fix my PC problems, okay? No more of that.
He might be like, well, I'd have to give him an injection to wake him up. Well, give him the injection.
Yeah, give him the fucking injection right now, woman. I need to talk to him now. Oh, I'm sorry I called you a woman. I should not assume that gender. Right? Shouldn't assume that gender, Gunny. Anyways.
Oh, you slipped.
Yeah, so anyways, you know what? One thing I do enjoy about the Stadia, man, is that controller feels solid. It feels really good. Like that is a good controller. I actually, you know, for like being a third party, like I hate calling it a third party because it really isn't. It's a big company, right? Google. But, you know, like being like not like one of the standard, you know, big three video game company controllers, it feels like a solid controller. It almost feels like the, what's that controller? The
Wii U one? Or the Wii U?
The Switch. The Switch Pro.
Switch Pro. Thank you. That's what I was like.
It feels like the Switch Pro controller, but like the thumbsticks are like the PlayStation. You know, they're both like at the bottom of the controller or whatever. They're not offset like the Xbox. But like everything feels good on it, man. It feels great actually. Yeah, like I said, I honestly, dude. I mean, I guess the Wi-Fi is not that far away. There's one room in between my room and the router. But, you know, I was still able to play games without any latency, man, and that was kind of impressive. Like, honest to God, dude, I'm sold on streaming games, man. You could Microsoft could come out tomorrow and say, yo, fuck the Xbox Series X. She says, you don't need that shit. Buy this controller right now. We're going to manufacture 10 million of these bitches and have them in shelves tomorrow. I'd be like, I'm in. Fuck the console. I'm in. Just give me the controller. Let's do this. I don't need to download anything. You're going to tell me that you never have to update anything? You never have to wait for updates? You just press play and the game launches, Gunny? You never have to wait for updates. You never have to wait for day one patch. You never have to. You're already
in the cloud, so you don't have to worry about saves.
You don't have to worry about saves. I mean, maybe you have to save. I don't know how that works.
But, I mean, yeah, you would. Yeah, depending on the game.
Yeah, you may have to pause or save or something. Set up quick save or whatever. But like that, you know, like none of that matters anymore. Like that's the future, man, and I'm excited for that. Like I want that to happen. You know, people say it's not. It's fucking viable. It's doable. It's here. It's now. It's now. You see the fucking download speeds Brink had on his phone the other day in Colorado?
Yeah, and I'm over here just still rocking the old 4G with 2 bars on it.
Yeah,
but that's where I live at. But I never have. I have crappy, freaking T-Mobile service here.
Yeah, and so T-Mobile has launched their new LTE. It's not LTE. It's 5G network. It's called Ultra Capacity, and that pretty much enables the capacity of the data to be way higher than normal. LTE, most 5G runs like at LTE bands, so they run like almost as fast as LTE, if not just as fast as it, maybe a little bit faster than LTE, which is not that fast. I mean, to be honest, it'll maybe be like 30 megabytes download, whatever. While Brink was getting like 600 something download on a fucking cell phone, like network.
Yeah, I'm sure if I went to San Francisco an hour and 10 minutes south of me, I'd probably be able to get a 5G signal.
Yeah.
It's in select areas.
So, like I'm sold on streaming. Fucking do it, Microsoft. Let's go, Phil. Let's go. Do it. Anyways.
All those cell phone companies get 5G out to everybody.
Yeah. What else? And all Nintendo would have to do at that point is release the next Nintendo as a fucking tablet with a fucking app on it to stream all your games onto. That's it.
Yeah.
Fuck downloading your Nintendo games. Now we get to resell you every game again, and you're going to have to download them. Well, you got to stream them now. Subscription service for all the Nintendo games. Nintendo would love that shit, dude.
$40 a month.
Yes, they would.
One.
They would. Tier 2 service will cost you $80 a month. And
double it.
You want to play Super Smash?
64 games with that.
Listen, Gunny, you want to play Super Smash Bros? Guess what? That's $100 a month. Oh, people would pay it. People would pay it.
Yeah, you'd go up to one of them Nintendo. Dude, you can just buy the game for $60 right now or $70. Yeah, but this is Nintendo, man. I got to pay the $100 a month.
Yeah,
they want me to. I'm a gold member. Or whatever tier they're going to call it.
Yeah, there's platinum, Gunny. Onyx. No, they'll do that stupid shit. Call it like Onyx or something. Emerald. Yeah. Onyx.
I'm Diamond. Emerald Onyx member, and I even bought an Emerald Onyx shirt.
Yeah.
It says Nintendo's got Peach on it.
I'm a Diamond member. Oh. I'm a Diamond status
and
member.
I got Animal Crossing 2 DLC. Ha! What do you say now?
Yeah, you want to play Animal Crossing 3 or whatever fuck bullshit? Get into this new subscription service. Yeah. Anyways, besides the Stadium Machine, I played some more games. So on my PS5, I actually went back and played a little bit of Far Cry 5. Now, there's an issue with this game, Gunny. I like the game itself. I like the game. I am having the hardest time of my fucking life. And I'm talking like it's the only reason I have not beat the game on the PS5. The control, the turning,
yeah,
the movement is so off-putting to me. Like I don't know if it's too slow, or it's just off somehow. I literally adjusted. Like I went into the settings, Gunny, and I started adjusting like the stick dead zone, the stick fucking movement sensitivity, the turn rate. I was going through all the settings trying to figure out how do I increase my turning rate. And then I got it, and then my turning was too fast. It was like impossible to aim because my guy was just like doing fucking 360s because I was just like flicking. I was flicking the thumbstick, and I'm like, dude,
I know exactly what you're talking about. Let me put it in perspective for you here, Jesus. When I play, like I started playing Halo a couple weeks ago. Yeah. Man, when I play that, like shootings, like it's spot on. It's super accurate with all the weapons, right? You've heard everybody say it. It's true. And I haven't fucked with any of the settings playing Halo, but man, when I go back and play Far Cry 6, holy cow, I gotta run for cover. It takes forever to reload. Then I'm like, I'm not trying to like aim in on like everyone gets a headshot, but holy cow, it's off.
It's off. So off-putting, dude. And like Like, it's just, I hate that. I think that's the only reason I have not. Like, I even thought about, like, you know what? I'm just going to, like, sign up for that Uplay pass on PC and play it on the PC, and maybe I'll be able to beat it on there. Whereas, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to beat it on the console. It's just that aiming it's so fucked. Like, how do you guys make it one of the best shooters, Rainbow Six Siege, right? And you get that perfectly okay. And you turn around and make this shit, and the aiming is so fucked up. Like, how did that Ubisoft team or the testers not say, you know what, man, this aim really sucks.
You guys clunky as hell.
You guys should talk to the Rainbow Six Siege guys. All right, get them in here. Get the fucking intern in here. All right, bring the fucking files over. Bring the USB stick.
Absolutely, yeah, that would be awesome if they did that.
Show us how to fix this fucking aiming, man. Because like it was just the aiming is so bad, Ubisoft. Like that is the one reason I will probably not ever play this game again. Is the aiming is off, the movement is off. I cannot do it. It literally made me sick, dude. I was like playing it, and I was like starting to feel like queasy and shit. I was like, "What the fuck? Like, what's wrong with me?" Like my stomach started feeling weird, man. I was like, "What the fuck?" Like,
well, it almost has that Borderlands thing where it almost makes me not want to like aim in on sights.
Yeah,
where I just want to just fucking
I was like,
shoot
"Oh
for them.
man!" I was like, "What the hell is wrong with my?"
Yeah, without left trigger.
I was thinking to myself, "Am I really starting to feel sick because of a video game? Like this has never happened to me, even in VR. Like never ever happens to me." But in this game, I was playing it and I was like, "Whoa! Like what the fuck?" And the thing is,
it's going to be different with an FOV slider.
And the thing is, I fucking like the game. I really, really like. I like the people. I like the killing the fucking president, the island. The music is cool. The ambience is cool. Everything is cool. I'm cool. I like the crocodile pet thing. I like the fucking whatever, the stupid dog in a wheelchair thing. It's all cool, man. They're all cool. I like that shit. The graphics look nice on the PS5. I simply cannot play the game. The aiming is off. Maybe on the Xbox it's better. On the PlayStation 5 it is atrocious. Even though Jay, one of our listeners, the avid PlayStation fan, he messaged me saying that he had a blast with it and that he beat it. And that it was an amazing game on the PS5. I'm glad he was able to beat it and play it and enjoy it. I just cannot get past that aiming. I really can't. And I honestly, to God, I think that I'm thinking maybe it's because mouse and keyboard has spoiled me. And I've been playing Battlefield and shit. You know what I mean? For like the last month straight. And I go to this shit and it's like, what the fuck? I can't aim for shit. And I'm thinking maybe, I think Mail would even agree with this. I think maybe the mouse and keyboard like spoiled me a little bit, Gunny. You know what I mean? Like my eyes or whatever got used to the movement of the. I don't know, man. Like I don't know how to explain that. Like I really think that like I got used to aiming with a mouse and keyboard, and I cannot fucking aim with a controller.
Yeah, and what a difference, even if you're going from, I think you've got a couple things going on, right? You're probably playing in 144 at 100 FPS or whatever on PC or whatever you're playing at, or 120, where you go to the PS5, you might be playing, what are you playing there? Are you doing 120? What's your
60,
refresh rate?
60.
Yeah. So it might be set at 60.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, and I've got my TV at whatever it's going at, 120 FPS mode.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know, man. Like I said, it just made me feel sick. It's kind of sad because I really like the game. I was kind of laughing at it because the other day I was playing the game, and I was driving one of the cars. In the game, everything's in first person, right? Like the driving, everything.
that's kind of off-putting, but I still do it.
Everything's in first person. So driving the cars, I'm always crashing into shit. Especially like if I'm trying to get away from people and I'm going through like the forest, I'm crashing into every fucking tree. I'm crashing into every rock. It was kind of funny though because I was driving my car and I was trying to avoid this tank, and this dude is just singing like the Havana song, and that Havana song. Well, I don't know who the fuck sings that chick that sings the Havana song. It was playing on the radio, and this dude is just like singing along to it. He's just like driving, singing along. The character in the game is just singing along to the song, and I'm like wow, like that's a pretty neat little touch. Like having like the character sing a song that comes on the radio, like. How many times have we seen that? How many times have we seen that in video games where the character just starts singing a song, like driving on the road, kind of like just killing time, I was like, that's a pretty neat little touch. But yeah, I really, man, like I said, I'm going to try to fix it. I don't know how, but maybe I'll give it another shot on the PS5. Because I bought that game like when it first came out, dude, like $60.
Yeah, same here. I still play it.
It's, fuck.
I don't know how far I'm into it, but I've got to be at least 6-7 hours into it.
I'm not that far into it. I'm barely like on the second island, but I'm trying to like fix shit up. I don't know, man. Anyways, besides...
I don't like the horses, though. That's the one thing. Like getting on a horse and trying to do that in first person.
Yeah.
Versus, it's not good. It's even
hard.
worse than like if you try to do Red Dead Redemption 2 in first person on a horse.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Yeah.
it's worse. Makes me
Other
nauseous.
games that I played this week. So I actually went and played a little bit of Tropico 6. I actually was playing it on my Game Pass, and then I saw that it was on sale on Steam. Even though it was cheaper, Gunny, it was going to be cheaper for me to buy it through the Xbox Microsoft Store because of the discount you get through there, and there was a sale. So on the Microsoft Store, it was $16. On Steam, it was $20. I still bought it on Steam. I don't know why. No idea why.
Well, that's definitely. I would say I've played like some of those games. It's funny. I haven't played that game on Game Pass. Tropico 6, but man, maybe I bought it. I just haven't had a chance to play it, even if I did. But that is one of those, think of City Skylines, right? It's not that, but still, it's that, you can get that top-down and isometrical look.
Yeah.
I feel like a mouse and keyboard. That's what I loved about City Skylines, right? So if I'm playing a game like that, it may be better to build, whether it be a road or a building with a controller, but spinning and turning and moving yourself across the world with a mouse and keyboard is going to be way better.
Oh, yeah. Like, that's the way I was playing it on the Steam, I've been playing it on PC. Even on the Game Pass, I was playing it on the PC only. I never played it on the console. Yeah, so I bought it on Steam. I started one of the... it's called, like, sandbox mode. So pretty much you can pick an island and start, and you can set different parameters, like starting money or whatever. I just started with the regular amount of money. I think it's like you start off with like 5,000 or 10,000 or something, and then you start off in the colonial era. Obviously, the time goes on. You go into like the World War II, then you go into the Cold War, then you go into modern times, I guess. And pretty much my island is booming, man. Like I kind of got bored with it because my island got to the point where like it had 1,800 people, and apparently that's the cap on the game. Like that's how many people you can have on your island living on the island at the same time. And like I haven't even developed my entire island. Like the island is still like half empty. Like I could build like a whole other side of the island. You know what I mean? It's kind of wild to me that like the island is that fucking big, and I can only have 1,800 people. But yeah, like I was able to. I don't know how. It took me a few tries. I had to scrub a few saves because I failed miserably. But then after I figured it out, I figured out how to make money and how to generate a shitload of money just constantly like exporting shit everywhere, And, you make cool deals or whatever, and then you start killing off all your opponents and you win all the elections, and next thing you know, you're always the president and you're just winning the whole time. So that's kind of what's happening there with me.
Nice. Yeah, I've never made it that far in that game. I always wanted to.
Yeah, I even built like I built like a nuclear program, but I haven't been able to build a nuclear missile. I've been trying to. I got everything going for it. I got like the uranium mining. I got scientists. I have money. I don't know, I guess the knowledge to build it. I don't know what the fuck I'm missing, because every time I go to click to build bomb, it's like, no, you cannot build this bomb yet. You don't have the required something. And I'm like, what the fuck? How do I get that? I was trying to like build libraries and shit, and I even built a university to like get people to go to college and shit, educate the people. Nothing happened, man.
Get the skilled workers, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like it was just people. And then I got all these fucking rebels constantly trying to like kill me and shit. Like one time they actually blew up my palace. I don't know how, but like they like killed my fucking president somehow, and like the game was over. I was like, oh fuck that. So I reloaded the save and I built like a bunch of fucking watchtowers around the palace and fucking checkpoints and shit and military bases right next to it. So like I was like, yeah, try that again, motherfuckers. Yeah, see how far you get this time. And yeah, so it's kind of funny doing all that. But that game is actually really fun, and it's kind of cool, man. Like, you know, it's City Skylines is more like you kind of just build and you watch the city kind of do it. Tropico's a little bit more involved, where you could actually like click on people and see who they're related to, and you can kill people off, have them arrested, have them put in a mental institution, have them put in prison, have them been, you know, like deport them from the fucking country. You can actually
they're
like,
exiled.
Yeah, you can exile people. You can do all kinds of crazy shit. You know, you can also declare war on like other people, like other countries. You know, usually like it's kind of historical, I'm gonna say, where like in the beginning you're in the colonial time, so the British are obviously your colonizing country or whatever, the empire that's colonizing you is Britain. And then once you declare independence from them, they're either going to invade you or they won't. They'll leave you alone if you pay them enough money. And then it goes into like the World War II era. So it goes from like 1920s to like 60. That's the next 40 years or whatever that you play in. And during those years, you know, it's obviously the Axis powers and the Ally powers. And then you can choose to export to whichever one, both of them, even if you want. And then you can declare like one of them as your ally and the other one as your enemy. And sometimes the other one will try to invade you, you know, if they like fucking, if you piss them off, they'll try to invade you. Like if you piss off the US enough, they'll invade you. Or if you piss off the Axis enough, they will invade you also. And then it gets to the Cold War era, which is obviously like the Soviet Union, you know, and the US. And you can pick between the both and like who do you want to like ally yourself with or whatever. And, so yeah, but one of the things that does happen eventually in the game is when you get to the modern times or closer to the modern times, which is like 1990 and up or 1980 and up or something like that. During those times, you pretty much you can, if you build a nuclear program and you build a nuclear bomb, no country will invade you because they're scared of you. So they just want to invade you, you know what I mean? Because they're fucking scared, you know. So, yeah, it's kind of like real life, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that sounds fun. I want to get there.
The game it's fun, man. Tropico 6 is a lot of fun. I recommend it for people that are into those types of games. Another cool game that I played is during my long fucking break from the podcast was I bought this game on Steam, and it's called Ready or Not. So this game is actually really cool, guys. Bear with me. It is a early access title. So, Gunny, have you ever wanted to be in a SWAT team?
I played SWAT 4. That game was badass.
Yeah, you ever wanted
back
to
in
be
2000,
Gunny,
22 years ago.
Gunny, have you ever wanted to like kick doors down and tell people to get the fuck on the ground, and have them not listen to you, and then you shoot them like 50 times?
Or just shoot them all up with tear gas first.
Or you could, or throw a flashbang into the room and go in there, or attempt to throw a flashbang through a door. The flashbang bounces back out, and it flashbangs your SWAT team that's with you. And next thing you know, you guys are all shooting at each other, and then you're all dead. Yeah, that could happen. So this game, you're pretty much playing as a SWAT team. You are a SWAT police officer. It's early access title, but for early access, I will say this game is really fun, and it actually has a lot of stuff in it for early access. So you go down, you start off at a police station. You can play online or by yourself. By yourself, you will be playing with AI, and online you play with other SWAT team members. So like real players are on your SWAT team. I think it's up to 5 players, so like your team can have up to 5, including yourself. So 4 more other players can be with you, and you guys, it's always versus AI. And they did say they were gonna add, or they will add a like SWAT team versus SWAT team mode or whatever eventually into the game. That's their plan, to have like a multiplayer that, you know, like a versus multiplayer. But for now, they're saying that they're focusing on improving and obviously getting, you know, for early access, player versus AI, you know, done and whatnot. But there's like, I want to say there's 5 levels, maybe 6. There's 2 that you can play on, but they're called like secret levels, and they're really, is like, one of them looks kind of like a hotel, but it's kind of weird. It looks like all the rooms are there. The people are in it. There's furniture in some of the rooms, and there's furniture in the hallways, but all the walls are blank, Gunny. Like, they look like checkerboard. It's just kind of like a gray checkerboard. You know, everything is like gray. It looks kind of weird. It's kind of trippy looking. Everything's like white and gray on the walls, but the furniture is in there. Like, there's like luggage, and there's hotel beds and shit. So like the layout of the map is there. The AI is there, but like, it's like an unfinished map, you know what I mean? And I don't know why they put that in there, but you can play on that map. But like, one of the levels is a gas station. Another one is a supermarket. Another one is a hotel.
Seen the hotel.
Yeah, there's a hotel. There's like a villa, like a villa, like in a farm somewhere. And there's like a crack house in the neighborhood, like a fucking meth house. And, man, dude, so like the first time I played this game, I played with AI on my team, and I was like, this is stupid. I don't want to play with AI. And I straight went to public sessions, which is like the multiplayer. And I started meeting some really cool people. Most of the people in this game will have a microphone. Like, there is a few that don't have mics, but most people will try to talk to you. Because, you know, the game is fucking hard, Gunny. Like, you'll kick down a door, dude, and there will be 3 people in the room. Or maybe just 1. And you know, like, you press F on your keyboard and it'll yell like, get down, or this is the police, put your hands up. And the characters, you know, they'll either, they'll put their hands up right away and say, hey, don't shoot. You know, or save me or help me, or they'll be like, fuck you. And then when they say fuck you, they will either put their hands up, or they'll reach and pull out a gun and fucking kill you. Like, I'm talking like split second, dude. Like, you have maybe 1 second, maybe less than a second, to react to these motherfuckers reaching into their waistband real quick and just pulling out a gun, dude, and fucking killing you or whatever, you know? Or sometimes they'll just run. The AI will just start running away from you. Like, they'll just like run out the door, like, oh, fuck you, and they just take off running. So like, and then your character cannot run. Your character can really like only like walk, and you can either walk or kind of like, you can walk faster if you like you can put your gun down, like it's not up, you know, you put it down, and you can walk a little bit faster, but your character cannot run. These motherfuckers can run, so they're like outrunning you and shit into other rooms, and you're like, and so like you got to like call out to your teammates, right? You're like, oh man, I got a runner. He ran upstairs. He's in the upstairs fucking hallway or something. I don't know where he went. So like, you know, you're constantly communicating when you're about to breach a door. If you have a guy with a riot shield, he's usually the guy in the front, you know, because obviously he has a fucking shield. He's going to take damage. Because sometimes you'll break into a room, you'll think it's clear, and you miss the guy, and he'll be just shooting at you guys as you walk to the door. And like, I'm telling you, dude, you take a bullet, and you can die like in a second, Gunny. Like one headshot, you're done. You know, you're just dead. And
like real life.
Yeah, it's hardcore like that, man. And you know, but like it's so awesome too when you're playing, and the teamwork is just all there. Like there was a team that I was playing with, man. We were fucking lit, dude. Like it was awesome as shit. You got in, like, you know, all right, boys, we're stacking up at the door. All right. And then like one of them has like a little there's different gadgets you can have. So you can carry a riot shield, you can carry a breaching shotgun, which is like a shotgun, obviously, that, you know, you can shoot at the doors and blow the doors open or whatever. And there's like a camera, like on a stick. So you put the camera under the door, and you can look into a room, and like, you know, you can obviously peek in there and see, okay, there's a guy to the left, there's a guy to the right. I see a guy with the gun across the way or whatever. And, you know, sometimes the people with guns, just because they have a gun on them and they're carrying it around, does not mean they're going to shoot at you. You know, you could break into that room and they might just drop the gun right away. You know what I mean? But other people may run towards the gun and pick up the gun and use it against you. So you got to keep an eye out on that type of shit. And so, yeah, you know, you go in there, man, you're doing all these call outs left and right. Like, left is clear, you know, and you're clearing the room. All right, boys, we're going to go left. We're going to stack up on this door, you know, let's take out this door. And like one time, dude, we were doing really good in this one mission. We were like in a hotel, like in the hotel lot or hallway or whatever. It was like a big hotel. And we were clearing all these rooms and shit, right? And we missed one guy. And I wasn't paying attention. Well, like I said, I was kind of new to the game, you know, and I didn't really think much of it. I was like, whatever, you know. I was the guy in the back, and we were stacking up on a door. Like, we're like, okay, we're going to go to this door. And the guy was looking under the door with the camera, and he was telling us, like, I got a guy with a gun right in front of the door. He sees us. He's running to the left. I got two more people to the left. I got one in the back. And he's doing these call-outs, right? Next thing you know, all we hear is gunshots. And one of the crackheads, Gunny, had came up behind us and just shot us all.
Oh, no.
All
you
of
guys
us
were looking in one direction and the crackhead got you.
5 fucking people dead in like a second, dude. Like, this dude just ran up behind us all and just fucking shot us. And we were all like, fuck. So after that, I learned my lesson. And every time I'm playing, I'll either tell the person in the back, keep an eye on her 6. Or if I'm on the back, I'll just constantly be looking back, you know, like I'll be walking backwards. I'll cover our 6, man. You know, I'll just keep looking back. You guys keep looking forward or whatever.
Now, hopefully, you know, with that said, yeah, you learn from that experience, but also I'm thinking as well, with further game updates, they could add, like, just like Rainbow Six, right? Footsteps. You know how, like, whenever you play a game, it's like, you know your teammate's footsteps versus an enemy footstep.
Yeah, this
especially when you're playing like what is that? Battle State Games, Escape from Tarkov or whatever it's called. Yeah, that's a good one to. Good way to.
So like the audio design in this game is really well done. The footsteps sound realistic. The voice lines are kind of cheesy for the AI. You know, like the people you run into, because some will they'll be generic, like help me, or oh thank God you're the police, like. And like for your character, all the cops really say is put your hands up, get down, let me see your hands. This is the police, put your hands up. You know, like, they say like the most basic shit ever, you know. But the AI is actually kind of smart, the enemy AI. Like I said, they will run from you, they will try to ambush you and shit. And sometimes they'll just shoot at you through the wall. Like if they see that you're about to breach a door and they heard you on the other side, or they somehow saw the camera on the floor or something and look into the door, they will just start shooting through the door sometimes and kill you, like shooting through the door. So sometimes you as the SWAT team have to just shoot them through the door. And then the problem is that a lot of the times you will get points deducted because, you know, you get everything is like, you know, it's like a point system at the end of the mission. If you finish it, you know, they rate you on like how fast did you complete it? How accurate were you in detecting if somebody was a friendly or not? How many civilians did you kill? How many of your cops died? How much evidence did you secure? You know, and all this shit, because every gun that people drop is evidence. You have to secure it. If your SWAT team member dies, you have to call out like, hey, we got a dead officer here or whatever, officer down. And then, you know, if you don't call that out, that's like a negative 400 points. If you don't secure their gun, that's another negative, whatever, 200 points. And all that shit, you have to call out everything. Like, everything that you do, you have to call it out. Like, if you arrest someone, you have to, like, mark him for pickup or whatever. Like, you have to make sure you tag him or whatever, you know, to get the points. And as far as right now, as far as I can tell, the only thing that the progression unlocks for you is once you complete a mission. So say you do the mission in the gas station, which is the first one is called a standoff. So all it really is like there's a bunch of people in this building. You got to get in there and clear them all out. Once you beat that mission, if you get a passing rating or if you just beat it, you unlock the next one, which could be like this is an active hostage situation where these people have hostages in this building, and you have to get the hostages to safety. The thing about the AI in this game, though, Gunny, is once they realize the cops are coming and they have a hostage, they just go and kill the hostage. They don't give a fuck. All right? So you got to be fast as fuck as the SWAT team, you know, when you're breaching it. Be stealthy and fast, but you can't just run in there and like miss one guy, and he fucking takes off running because all he's going to do is alert everybody else and say, the cops are here, the cops are here. And next you know, they're killing all the hostages and all the hostages are fucking dead. And you lose points for that and you pretty much lose the mission. You fail if all the hostages die or whatever, And there's another one. There's one map that has an active shooter. And that one is pretty much there's civilians in the building. So there's people in the building that have guns that are bad guys. There's also people in the building that are just civilians that are there. And I think this building is the supermarket one. There's like a supermarket. There's like a big store. And like there's like an alleyway. There's a garage in the back. There's a warehouse. And there's an active shooter. So there's like one guy running around the building. And all he's doing is shooting everyone that he sees. Like all the civilians. He's just executing them all. So as soon as the mission starts, it's like, all right, we got an active shooter situation in this building. So you have to get in there and try to stop that fucker. As soon as, you get in there, you got to find him. And the thing is, you got to find him. Like, he will never spawn in the same spot. It's always procedurally generated where the people spawn. So they will never be in the same spots. Maybe every once in a while they'll be in the same spots. But it's never like a set, like, oh, this guy always spawns here in this bathroom. Or this guy always spawns in this corner over here. Like, it's always random, right, Gunny? So, like, that's the most difficult thing about this game is no matter how good you get with your team, the AI is always procedurally generated. It's always randomized. It's always, like, they're always doing something different, the AI is. So it's always keeping you on your toes. So every time you go into a building, even though you know the building, you've been into this building like 20 times already, you know the layout. When you get in that fucking door, you don't know if the guy on the other side has a gun, if he's a bad guy, if he's a good guy, if he's trying to kill you, if he's trying to kill the hostage, if he's trying to shoot someone. You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty hardcore, man.
Yeah, that's cool. The one Twitch streamer guy I was watching was where I watched a couple of them. So he was doing the single player with the with AI teammates, and what he was doing was, when he comes up to a door, and I think he might have been, I don't know if it was a hotel, but it seemed like a pretty big building where he would open the door halfway.
Yeah.
And then, he'll either, if he knew somebody was in there, he can kind of peek through some of the room, throw a flashbang or, look first and then boom, knock the door all the way open and go left and right.
Like I said, and there's always funny moments where, like, all right, dude, throw the flashbang, and we'll have one of our teammates throw the flashbang. He's like, oh, fuck, I missed. And the flashbang goes off, and it blinds everybody in the squad, and you got the bad guy shooting through the door, and you're like, holy fuck, officer down, officer down. You're fucking like, holy shit, what the hell happened, Or like, but there's some pretty cool stuff in the game. Like I said, there's really cool gadgets, like there's riot shield and shit, but for opening the doors, like I said, you got the breaching shotgun, you got a battering ram, so like you can be the guy that carries the big battering ram and just fucking hits the door and it breaks. You got these other things called door wedges, so you put these things on, like say you're going, like there's this one area that I know that has a tunnel underneath, and there's a door to the tunnel, and the tunnel leads to the building that's on top, and you can go, your goal is to clear out this whole area, so you can either go to the top building or go to the tunnel up to the top. The best way to do it is to go to the building and then get down into the tunnels. So one of the strategies that we use is we put a door wedge on the door that's outside of the tunnel, like the door that leads outside of the tunnel. So if anyone that runs away from us, that runs into the tunnel, that tries to escape, they cannot open that door anymore. That door's stuck. You like seal it shut or whatever. Like they cannot open it no matter what. You know what I mean? So that's a pretty cool strategy. You have C4 that you can use to breach doors as well. So like sometimes doors will be open, so you can unlock them and open them. Like you said, you open them halfway and peek through. Sometimes the doors are locked, so like you have to like I said, you have to have a battering ram, a shotgun, like one of those breaching shotguns, or C4 to blow it open. C4 will kind of disorient it, like it'll disorient because of the explosion. It'll kind of throw off the bad guys, so they'll react to that. They'll be like, oh, fuck. There's different types of guns. So you got some machine guns, shotguns, you got rifles, you have you got pepper ball fucking guns. You got like a beanbag shotgun. So like
all those pepper pepper spray guns or whatever. Yeah, I was like, what is this game? I was like, oh, I see what they're doing.
Yeah. So you could go the
non-lethal.
Like, yeah, you could be like a non-lethal. It's like the cool thing about the pepper ball guns or whatever is you don't like if you fucking shoot a civilian, you're not gonna kill them. You know what I mean? Like so that's the one benefit of using those guns is you shoot at a civilian, the civilian is not gonna die. They might complain, but they're not gonna fucking die. Whereas there's been plenty of times where we breach a room, dude, and a guy's like, sometimes because like plenty of times this happened to me because I'm the guy leading or whatever. I'll kick the door in. I'm going in. There's a guy in the back of like the kitchen, right? In the meth house, Gunny. He's in the kitchen. He's wearing a hoodie. He looks like a thug. He has his back turned to me and he's like, oh, like hunched over and shit. And I'm like, police, put your hands up. And he's like, oh, hunched over. And he's like looking back at me and shit. I'm like, I'm not waiting for that fucker to turn around, Gunny. I'm going to shoot him. All right?
He's making crack. He's a bad guy.
So I shot him like I give you the command twice. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. You don't fucking put your hands up, dude. You're getting shot like 7 times. And you're like, oh, sorry. Dead civilian. And sometimes the game is kind of crazy because like you'll shoot someone and like they won't be dead. So they'll just be like on the ground like, or like fucking like
what the hell? Like you think
like fucking like
it's some civilian
blood.
that making a ham sandwich, but he's in a crack house. What's up?
He's in a crack. Yes. What are you doing in a crack house? You have to be guilty of something, You're not just a civilian guy. You're guilty of something here. But yeah, like, so, yeah, a lot of civilians get shot with us as the SWAT team. Guys. All I'm going to say is a lot of civilians get shot. Like one time we killed like 10 people. It was just an active shooter situation. You're trying to get to the building as fast as possible. You don't have time to determine if the guy running at you or running around the corner is a bad guy. He might be the bad guy with the gun. Don't run at me, bro. Put your hands up. Turn around and let me handcuff you. But no, you want to run at me, I'm going to fucking shoot you. And there's pretty cool. Like you can have night vision goggles, Gunny. You can wear those. You can have like, if you're using the pepper ball gun or whatever, you can have like these gas masks. You can actually have, instead of flashbangs, you can have gas grenades. You throw into a room these gas grenades. It makes everybody cough. But if your fucking SWAT team guys are not wearing the mask, they'll cough too. They'll be all fucked up and disoriented from the gas. And there's also another thing that bad guys do is they set up traps sometimes. So sometimes you'll go to kick in a door, Gunny, and the fucking door will blow up on you, dude. Like you'll fucking kick it and the shit just blows up and you're like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And next thing you know, you're dead or you're blown up or something happened where something flashbanged you. You got blown up by C4. Something happened. But these maps are big, dude. Like I said, there might be only 6 maps, but they're big. There's a lot of replayability here because I said the AI is always different and it's always a lot of fun. I fucking really like this game, dude. It looks really good too for early access, Gunny. Like it looks really good. The graphics are pretty good.
Graphics definitely improving upon what they already are.
Yeah, like the civilians can look better. The bad guys can obviously have a little bit more variation to them.
Because some of the bad guys that I saw with the map I saw where it was just like everybody was a white man wearing those yellow vests.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh wait, like one's a bad guy. Oh shit. Like
yeah.
Most of them weren't.
Or they're all wearing
civilians.
they're all wearing hoodies and shit, like it's like okay, whatever.
It's cold there. Must be in a cold city.
Must be based in fucking Detroit or something. I don't know.
That's what I was thinking. There,
crack house. Yeah, man. Really, really cool fucking game. Like I said, like that game. I feel like once it goes to 1.0, I think this game is like what Rainbow Six Siege was originally going to be when it was Rainbow Six Patriots. You remember that one?
I do.
When they announced Rainbow Six Siege originally, it was Rainbow Six Patriots. That's what this game reminds me of, like a cool SWAT team game where you're kicking in doors and shit and fucking people up. And, well, I don't know. The thing is, I don't think Ubisoft could ever make that game. They won't let you kill civilians. You know what I mean?
No, they would be like,
no.
down.
Yeah, they'd be like, no, fucking promoting active shooter situations. You know, people would fucking be all over
on Twitter.
Yeah. That's the only reason I don't think they wouldn't do it was because they'd be afraid of that backlash, right? But like, you know, what are the consequences? Like, you couldn't like. That's why they couldn't make this game. Ubisoft cannot make this game because they're too politically correct. Had they had some balls to do it, dude, they would make a killing because you could put some Rainbow Six Siege operators with those graphics and Rainbow Six Siege into a game like this and beat these guys to market, you would have a killing of a game, dude. That Rainbow Six Extraction trash, that shit would be nothing compared to what this game would generate, dude. It would be a lot of hype around this game, you know what I mean? But yeah.
Yeah, and especially with the if the versus mode is really good,
yeah,
you know, people would toggle back and forth.
Yeah,
on co-op and multiplayer.
Think about, they could even make like a co-op mode where you have two SWAT teams playing together on the same map.
That'd be good. And,
you know, but you guys don't know where you're each coming in from. So like, you know, what if you guys run into each other, start shooting at each other without realizing you both are cops?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like some cool shit. You could have some really cool modes with like some game like this, you know, like think about like Rainbow Six, like Vegas or Vegas 2, you know. Like you could have some really cool co-op modes. Like I said, you could have two SWAT teams going into a casino or something, big ass building trying to fucking secure shit, you know. It could be really cool, man.
Yeah, Vegas 2 was so much fun.
Oh, Vegas, those games were so good, dude. They were really good. And that's kind of what this game also kind of reminds me of, those games almost, you know. Especially in the single player mode, because in the single player mode, you could give your SWAT team a lot of commands. You can tell them, like, stack up on this door, or, like, make sure nobody runs out of this door, you know. So, like, they'll sit there and watch that door or whatever. Or you can have them go around the back. You can have them follow you. You can have them cover you. You can tell them to not shoot at anyone. You can be like, hold your fire indefinitely. Or you would just be like, shoot to kill. Like, shoot everything that fucking moves.
And then what would the AI? The AI would say something when you're in the hallway, because this game was it was mostly predictable.
Yeah.
Due to its limited play. But they would say things like, what would they say? Like, I know where you're at, asshole. I know where you're at, asshole.
Tops. Yeah, like the bad guys. They'll be like, fuck
you're
you.
like, oh, I know where you're at.
Hey, fuck
you're
you,
standing in the same spot. You always have been.
Yeah.
You're getting a headshot.
Yeah. But like I said, man, sometimes the game can really surprise you and you get fucked up, you know? And, you know, like, they really do use the gadgets kind of cool. Like, the flashlights really do improve, like, your vision. And like with night vision, you can have those IR laser sights, you know, like the ones that you can only see with the night vision goggles. Kind of like in Modern. You remember those from Modern Warfare? You know, those IR like fucking laser sights or whatever you see with your night vision. You have those. It's a really cool fucking game, man. I really, really liked it, and I still like it. Man, I think I played like 20 hours of it already.
Wow.
You know, and I've only owned it for like 2 weeks, dude. It's really fun. Besides all that, dude, I really haven't played much else besides Battlefield 2042. A lot of Battlefield 2042. I've been playing so much Battlefield 2042. I'm like level 55 now. And I know there's people out there like, well, that ain't shit, Jesus. But I mean, for like the amount of time I've played, I feel like that's pretty good. I've put a lot of time into it. I've unlocked a lot of shit. I finally was able to unlock a suppressor for one of my guns. I'm trying to get it for my other guns. I've unlocked a lot of stuff for my helicopters. I think the Little Bird, I have it all the way upgraded. The one thing that I don't have upgraded is my jet. Like, I've been working on the jet kind of slowly. Those are hard, man, because there's some really good jet pilots out there. Every time I'm playing, it's like fucking Maverick and shit's up there flying around against me, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I get up in the air, like 2 seconds later, like beep, 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 beep. Like fucking like, dude, I just literally spawned in. What the fuck is locking on to me? Beep, 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 lock on warning. And it's like missile warning. And then I fire my flares and I'm trying to fly away, right? Like, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm going to do all these cool maneuvers, right, Gunny? I'm going to like do the loop-de-loop thing. I'm going to fly around the building really fast.
You're going to hit the afterburners so they can't catch you with the missile.
Yeah, I'm going to hit the afterburners. The missile ain't going to catch shit. No, dude, this motherfucker's constantly in my tail, like, just shooting me with this minigun.
Pulling
Like,
20 Gs.
Fucking shooting me with the minigun and shit. Like, just fucking blown up. 2 seconds later, blown up. It's like, well, that was a cool 1 minute of being in a jet.
You were like, highway to the respawn zone again. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
All right, let's try it again.
The song starts playing, doesn't even get to the danger zone part. It just gets like, highway to, and then it just like fucking just stops playing and I'm fucking dead. Fuck.
Yeah,
dude.
but I've seen some of those pilots on Twitch. I haven't even played this game, Jesus. I haven't had time. I've been investing all my time in other games, but I was like, damn, so those pilots are really good. But you could tell they're veterans from freaking Battlefield 4.
Yeah.
You know, that's all they played was Battlefield 4 up to this point.
Yeah, and they've only played in the jets. Because there's some people that's all they do, man. All they do is fly those fucking jets. All they fucking do. I've gotten pretty good with the helicopters. Yeah, I do pretty decent with the helicopters. I feel like I can get quite a bit of kills. Like one time I had like a lot of kills with the little bird. I just was fucking everybody up. Because the little bird has these missiles that are like super unfair. You can shoot like 16 missiles at a time. And you just spray the ground with those things, man. You're going to kill like everybody down there. You know what I mean? Like they might survive 1 or 2 hits, but you're going to fucking kill them eventually. You know, like the people are going to die. Yeah. So that game is so much fun, man. Battlefield 2042. It's a blast. I'm still having a lot of fun playing it. And, yeah. Other than that, though, I haven't really played much else. You know, that's pretty much it, man. My gaming time has been consumed by Battlefield and my PlayStation and my PC, Ready or Not. I do want to get that game. I know you probably played it, Gunny. I want to get Guardians of the Galaxy because I'm hearing really good things about it, and it's on sale at the moment, and I probably should play it.
It is good. You know, I always think about like, especially if you are a Marvel fan or you're a Guardians of the Galaxy fan, you're even going to love it more than you already have. You know, if you've seen the movies, you enjoy them. It's like that. It's like playing another movie for Guardians of the Galaxy. That's what I feel when I play this. I'm trying to think if I played any more in the last 2 weeks where... Oh, man, I'm trying to think. I don't remember. I might have just played a little bit more because I know my son was in the room when I was playing and it's like, oh, this game looks pretty cool. You know, like, yeah, and it does. It does look good and it plays well. So, but yeah, Jesus, I started Halo a couple weeks ago after we recorded our last show. And wow, I have not played a Halo game in forever, probably since I've played a couple of the playtests for Master Chief Collection for Steam, you know, being an insider. And but yeah, and I haven't made it to any real linear missions besides like the first 2 or whatever that you're in. You're in the open world.
Yeah.
And you've got your grapple shot. I always want to call it the grapple hook because you know, I'm a big Just Cause fan. And I've played all those games except for the first one. And yeah, that thing's a real lifesaver. It's definitely where I know I'm playing on normal, right? Playing on the Xbox with a controller. And yeah, man, you got to keep moving in this game because if you don't, you're going to die quick. And that's one thing that I've really started to, I think I've got 2 upgrades in already is my shields because I'm like shields equals health. And I suck at shooters, so got to keep moving. So I know what Ryan's talking about where, man, you die a lot in certain places, you know, especially when there's a lot of enemies. They may not be overpowered, but yeah, if you're, you know, you think you're going to hide behind a pillar, no, they're going to throw grenades just like you do. So, yeah, or they try to surround you or something. But yeah, you're limited on your health and shield, so you got to keep moving and tossing grenades and doing the melee. That's one of the things I think it's really cool. Grapple shot, melee. Boom. You know, you're going to take down the little grunts, but the bigger guys, you know, especially if you put a few rounds into them, then grapple shot and melee. Yeah, that's satisfying right there.
Yeah. That
feels really good.
I did play a little bit of that game, and it's pretty cool. I mean, it's Halo. That's what it is to me.
Yeah, it's, I would say, like, I like the, you know, you go to, like, they talked about these towers or whatever. You just kind of conquer them. I don't know what else to say other than, I don't know. It's weird. I feel like you're not getting that, like, oh, you've completed this area, like it doesn't seem to do that, I guess, or it'll just say mission over, or yeah, you just do it, right? Like it's just, you've claimed it or something. But then there's other areas where they might be like a forward operating base or whatever. Boom, like you can take that over. Like the ones that I've done so far are pretty easy. And no, it becomes like you can fast travel to it, and spawn weapons and vehicles. I don't like the vehicles though. I just don't like the camera movement, especially for the what's the ATV, the 4-wheeler. Like, man, I really got to get used to those controls for driving. But I still use them. Yeah, the mongoose. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the fucking the fucking
the tank?
Not the tank. What the 4-wheel? The fucking one with the turret on the back. What's that thing called?
Oh yeah, it's funny. I don't think I have it. I might have it unlocked, but I found it in another base or whatever, and I took that, and like 3 other dudes jumped in. 3 or 4 other people, I should say. And it's cool, man, because they just like fire continuously off the back of that thing. So it worked out really good when I got to this part where, where I didn't know what the last objective was. It might have said what it is. It's like, oh, you have to do this, right? But it doesn't tell you where to go. It's funny. It's weird. Like where you're inside that base, you just have to like run around it until you find whatever it is you need to either activate or deactivate, to cause the next set of enemies to come around. But again, that's just me being rusty and not playing enough Halo games over the years. But hey, I haven't had to Google or YouTube anything. I've just figured it out. And yeah. But it plays well. I like the guns. I like the movement. Whether you're trying to get up high or stay behind cover or get low, it works every time. So, yeah, but just don't go rushing in. That's for any new player. Just don't go rushing in there thinking you're going to be like Rambo, because it does not work. A little strategy there. Keep your distance, use cover, use grenades a lot. Yeah, but other than that, I'm enjoying it. So, but I haven't gotten any linear missions, but I'm looking forward to those. I don't think I'm going to mind those. Something tells me I'm not going to mind the linear missions. I do like corridor shooters. So maybe I'll definitely enjoy more of those and more of the story. But the story so far, it's not really, there's not a whole lot there, I don't think. Only because I don't know much about Halo 5 or any much about the previous Halos, other than Cortana and Master Chief and the other characters in that world and the ring and all that good shit. So
Cortana went fucking nuts.
Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of what I'm getting, but she's still, I don't know. Was that part of 5? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. But that's what
5 she went completely nuts. In 4 she was going nuts. Yeah, and remember that in Halo 4 she started like deteriorating. In Halo 5 she went completely berserk.
Yeah. So it's all her fault. Yeah. Something tells me this is not a spoiler, but something tells me that.
How dare you?
Like, we're going to find out that it wasn't her. It was somebody who hacked into her system. And yeah.
How dare you?
It's not her fault. So I don't know. And then this new AI, I guess
this new AI even tells you, like, she was old, man. AI can only live for so long, and then it gets crazy, and then it wants to kill itself and shit and do crazy shit, and that's what Cortana is. She was around too long, bro. It was like having an iPhone. What would be an old iPhone right now? It would be like having an iPhone 3G right now. It just wouldn't work. I mean, maybe it'll work. I don't know. Like, do you know anyone still using an iPhone 3G?
No, Jesus, but I do have a guy at work who uses a Verizon flip phone.
Wow.
He still has one of those things. We call him Boomer.
Yeah, I bet there's somebody out there in the world that still uses an iPhone 3G, yes.
Oh, there was a guy, he was in the, because I'm not far from no, I can't think of it, not the Navy, but the freaking Coast Guard. I'm by the Coast Guard station. So, the base, or the training station, he had one of them old-ass iPhones. Like, oh, that thing still works, does it? But no, back to Halo. It's good. It's fun. I haven't had a chance to touch any of the multiplayer, outside of the playtesting stuff. So I just really wanted to focus on the campaign. But yeah, so far it's good. But what I'm currently been playing, Jesus, is that Resident Evil Village. I'm actually playing it right now. Well, not as we speak, but I've been going through that the last, week and a half. But I'm chipping away at that game. But it is surprisingly good. I don't know. It's not like, I feel like this is like the first Resident Evil I've played where I feel like where you're able to talk to characters. I don't know. Unlike, was it Resident Evil 2 or whatever, the remake? You spent most of your time just alone, which was fine. And you did have some characters in that game, but yeah, this one's different where, man, and I don't want to really spoil anything, but I'll say this, how, you start out and you're just this guy and, you're in a house, you got a baby, you got a wife, and everything's cool and quiet. And there's a little bit of history or things you can read around the house. It doesn't throw it so much in your face to make it complicated or confusing, where you might be like a little diary or a letter or something you can pick up. And then all of a sudden shit just goes haywire. And yeah, it's like, it's crazy. And then you end up in another location where you're like, you're probably just thinking, well, where the fuck am I? Right. Where you just end up at this village where, there are the creatures and these monsters. I can't tell if they're like lichen type creatures or if they're like zombies or whatever the hell they are, but they're scary enough, they scare the hell out of me. And yeah, it's pretty cool where you do get those basic Resident Evil weapons. You get you a little knife and you get a pistol and a shotgun.
America.
No, and they're very effective, by the way, and they feel really good. I had no problem today playing on the Xbox with an Xbox controller. So it has that same formula, where they juke back and forth, so you can't get the headshot on them. But yeah, those are all pretty good. Yeah. So, so it's coming in here. But yeah, Resident Evil is good. Let's see here. Jesus took off for a minute. Let's see here. Got, yeah, graphics. Graphics looks really good. Cinematics, all the story stuff. All that's really good. I look forward to playing a lot more of it. So I like that. Tighter kind of campaign stuff, keep it grounded. But, was it you, trying to remember if it was you, Andrew, who talked about, playing that hypercharged unboxed game, that was only on Steam? So yeah, I finally fired that thing up. Was it yesterday? And basically it's Toy Story, except, you're getting your plastic guns, whether they be shotguns or, pistols or assault rifles. And, yeah, you're basically like, you kind of start out, I played the tutorial, start off in like a Toys R Us store, and it's very much a tower defense, wave based, it's just, I call it horde mode. So played several of those, but I don't know. It's not something like, for me, I can definitely see somebody younger playing this game, because where you're the small person, right? And the enemies are smaller, but everything else is super big, So, like you got to climb up on shelves, or if you're in a house, you're in a garage, there's a big ass car you got to climb up on, whatever it is you're defending at the time. So, but yeah, think of, you get that Master Chief or G.I. Joe sort of, armor to it. So, but, place down turrets or whatever, you collect enough scrap and kill enough enemies. But one of the things that was kind of cool was you get the Army Men that come out. And if you guys remember those Army Men games, Army Man 3D from PlayStation 1, except more advanced, updated graphics and all. But yeah, like they come out and they're actually shooting at you. So yeah, just shoot them before. they shoot you. And yeah, I made it through several waves of the game, but that was all like the free demo stuff. But I can definitely see this, probably coming either to Game Pass or, an early access thing, on consoles. But I don't know. I always think like I'd rather just play Gears, something more gory, more bloody, bigger guns. But yeah, for what it was fine. Seemed like a decent game. So, but let's see what else here. Oh, before I get to the next game, I did get a new keyboard for
Nice.
my computer. Just put my camera back here. My son was in here. Yeah, so I got this is the Razer, the 10 keyless Huntsman V2. So my son, we got him a new laptop, which is the new Razer laptop. That thing was like just about $3,000. It's got the 3090 in it, but he doesn't like it for some reason. So I don't know whether we're going to return it and get him a desktop. I have no idea. Everything looks fine. It's got that TN or TS panel. It's got that kind of that glossy glass look to it, which I actually like. I think those are cool. I could definitely see those having glare or whatever, but it's 4K and 3090. And he got that SteelSeries keyboard, which I think is actually looks nicer because it actually looks like Mayo's keyboard, which is the Glory. So I have the Glory mouse. That's the only product I think I have from them. But yeah, I really just like the style of that keyboard, where I feel like you can just make it. I think all the keys can be all different colors. Where this one, it's very clicky. Jesus, I don't know if you could hear it, or heard it earlier. But definitely it's got that snappy, clicky sound to it. I like the textured keys to it, and I haven't really messed with any of the colors or anything like that because I don't know how to do it. So I just keep it on the standard, keep everything blue or purple. But yeah, I keep looking for my keypad, man. But yeah, definitely a lot shorter. It fits nicer on my desk, and yeah, I like it so far.
Awesome.
But I don't know. I know, man. I don't know, Jesus. I really want that SteelSeries though. Every time I go in the living room, I'm like, oh man, it's a nice keyboard. But I don't want to return it. It was a Christmas gift. The wife got it for me.
Aww.
So she saw I was eyeballing it when we went to get my son's laptop. So I don't know.
Nice.
I think I'll keep it. Not trade it in. But yeah, besides some of that and Guardians of the Galaxy stuff, Halo. The only other game uses that I've just been putting most of my time in the last several weeks, especially when we didn't record last week. I probably got about maybe 5 or 6 hours of game time straight, where it was mostly just Satisfactory. I'm still just rocking that game at 260 hours. I'm currently in. Because I looked at my time, like when you first start, I'm like, holy crap. Like, this is how much time I've put into this thing.
That's crazy. That's so many hours.
Well, it's something I've always wanted, right? I've always wanted a Minecraft game that wasn't blocky. I thought, as much as I really like Minecraft, I really do, especially is it the Bedrock or Java edition? I can never keep track, which is on Game Pass, by the way, people.
Yeah.
So you can go play those. You don't have to play like that old Windows 10 version of Minecraft. You can now play the Java edition, which is the old Mojang version, which I think. So yeah, I always keep my shit updated. I log in once in a while. I don't have any like particular worlds in Minecraft, but I will just jump in there and I'll play what is it? I can't think of what the name is on those, but yeah, there's like those sets of mods or whatever in the world. Yeah, they're so good. So they either make the game easier or extremely difficult, but there's just so much going on. Love those. But yeah, when I'm not playing a blocky Minecraft game, and I like just crafting in factories, it's Satisfactory. I've got almost everything unlocked. I've got so tiers 1 through 6 have taken me up to that 260 hours, and I've just got the 2 tiers left. Who knows how long that'll take? Because that's something that Ghost Nico, he's right where I'm at actually. So he's probably got just about as much time as I have. So, and he's got a server up there. We just haven't connected and really played, on that server. We've just been investing so much time in our own games and, unlocking and advancing and collecting more, so, you want to get the jet pack, the hover pack, you want to get more things to make your factories go faster. And yeah, there's such that awesome grind to that game that just makes me come back every day. So, yeah, but other than that, that's all I've been playing. I just keep ripping myself away or not starting up Satisfactory. I can play other stuff. Yeah, I've got other games that I really want to play, so got to put that game down, play other shit. So, but that's all I've been playing, Jesus.
Nice. Well, let me tell you, I'm in the mail. I've been playing Apex, and that's it. That's all I ever see Mayo play is fucking Apex. Fuck
he likes
you,
that.
Mayo.
He likes that. What do they call it? I don't forget what it's called, but it's the 3v3, which is pretty cool. I like watching that stuff on Twitch. That is pretty tight. I like that game mode. It's not so long. It's short.
Yeah.
Not battle royale guessing where everybody is. Yeah. It's arena. Is that what it is? It's probably called arena. Yeah.
It's arena.
It's awesome. It's a good mode. I should play it. So.
I should go back. I really liked Apex a lot. Apex was pretty fun. It's probably the best.
I think you'd like arena. I think you would. Especially if you got a good team.
Yeah, it's probably the best battle royale in my opinion. Besides PUBG. I really like PUBG, man.
I was looking at Steam's top games for 2021, and PUBG's still up there. Believe it or not, it's still there.
For like most played?
Yeah. But I don't know if that was just for America. I know other countries, like, people play it a lot.
Yeah, in Europe, PUBG is more popular. Also, like, Escape from Tarkov, I feel like it's more popular in other countries as well.
I've been watching Summit and the other guy, I always forget his name. Yeah, I've been watching them play Escape from Tarkov.
I want to get back into that.
That's a game I wish I could play.
I have that, and I should re-download it and play it. It's like, that's like one of those games. It's like a Red Dead Redemption for me. Like I have it. It's just there. Like Cyberpunk, I just have it. It's there. Like I want to play them again eventually, but I don't know if I'll ever have the time.
Yeah, that game, I feel like you need a lot of time for that Escape from Tarkov. Especially because it is going to be it's a collectathon, right? Like you're just going out and collecting loot.
It's not the time. I don't feel like it's the time. I feel like it's the people that you play with. Like, you gotta find a team to play with. That's what it is. That's really what it is with most of these games. Like once you find that group of people that you play with, you'll be set. You know what I mean? But it's really difficult. It's really difficult to get into Tarkov and be in there by yourself or like playing with randoms, because randoms have no loyalty to you. They'll fucking betray your ass. You know what I mean? They'll fucking set you up.
Well, it's not, I know, but it's not a DayZ game. This is really just a single player. I know you can find your other buddy.
Lose your shit, Gunny. Like you take your gun in there, that gun you kill you, that gun is gone.
That's true. Yeah. That's why you go in as a scab.
Yeah, but you cannot always go in as a scab. There's limited time to that. Like
I know.
Once you go in as a scab, they like lock you out for like half an hour from being a scab or some shit.
Yeah, so it's a lot of risk versus reward.
Yeah. So a lot of times you cannot be a scab. You got to fucking get in there as a regular player. And what the fuck do you take with you? You could take a bunch of hobo shit and not have anything, but when you get in there, you might get fucking one shot killed. And you don't have any med kits or any pills or anything to like heal yourself. You're fucking dead. You know, or like you said, you can meet up with somebody that might be cool, or they just might betray you and kill you, or they might just shoot you without asking questions.
Yeah, I've seen.
Because they were betrayed.
He's got Summit will have like the streamer. He'll have like whatever his 3,000 people watching him. He's just like, he's a beast or whatever, like the other guys, or even Dr. Disrespect or anybody, but yeah, they're just so fucking good. But then I'll watch smaller streamers like, I don't even see who hit me in the head, and they just headshotted me. Like, get good, man. Nah, that game looks fun though. That's why I watch it. But I would need baby mode. I'd need to highlight enemies or something. Like, show me where they are so I can kill them. But yeah, seems cool. Where are we? Where's my notes?
Oh, sorry.
News time, mate. It's news time.
Oh, it's news time.
News is here.
Thank you for the sound effects.
Got some of that Google. That Stadia you were talking about.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Some news here. Got some news. Hold on.
Got the GeForce. I do like that controller, the look of it. That orange and black.
Yeah. With the $22 version, you only could get the white one, which is kind of lame, but whatever. I don't fucking care. Anyways, so Samsung recently announced, this is pretty recent, people, because right now, if you don't know this, Gunny, the Consumer Electronics Show 2022 is going on in Las Vegas, Nevada. That's right. That is where like all the big companies go, usually just show off their tech or new TVs or new shit. Well, it could be whatever. It could be like crazy shit or cool shit or dumb shit or whatever. But Samsung announced that select televisions in its 2022 lineup will support apps for Google Stadia and NVIDIA GeForce Now for cloud gaming as part of Samsung's brand new, quote, gaming hub, end quote. Utomic will be a third cloud gaming service inside that hub. Yeah.
Utomic, who will use that? Nobody.
What the fuck is Utomic?
I don't know. I think it's going to be one of those things where it'll be there. It'll be like one of those TV show apps that nobody's ever heard of, like Tub TV or something. You know what?
Hold on. I'm on the Utomic website right now. Hold on. I'm here. All you can game, Gunny. Cancel anytime. Let me read this for you, Gunny. See, this is for you. Utomic is your unlimited PC gaming subscription, Gunny. Unlimited. You can play games fast after only downloading a small part of the game. 1,325 PC games available. New games are added weekly. And it says your new partnership announcement. Utomic is partnering up with Samsung to bring cloud gaming to you. Play Utomic on select Samsung 2022 smart TV models later this year. All right, let's look. They got 1,325 PC games, Gunny. I'm going to click on the list. Let's see.
What do we got? Some backgammon. We got Bloons TD6, I'm just guessing.
No, hold on. Let me give you some big hitters here. Borderlands. Operation Flashpoint. Metro 2033 Redux. What else? Because there's some other big hitters here. Dead Island Riptide. There seems to be a lot of older games.
Yeah, so, like they just went, hey, what's all those?
Darksiders 2. Oh. Hold on.
This is somebody who owned an Xbox 360 or something like, yeah, we should put these on a streaming service.
Yeah. Bridge Constructor. I mean, what else do they have? I'm trying to look for like a new game, like something like. It might be. I would be on top of the list if it was a new game, huh? I mean, I'm trying to like see something here. Like, all these seem to be like games on Steam that are like super indie, or older games, or a lot of just like I said, weird Steam games that are like super indie games that are like.
That were easy to obtain a license to stream or not get in trouble to stream.
The hit game Tekken Assassin Reloaded. or something called Fabulous Angela's True Colors. Oh, yeah. There's 1,300 games, Gunny. I mean, there's a lot of fucking games here, okay? Maybe there's a game somewhere in here that's good.
Hey, yeah. Oh, Borderlands is good. That first one is really good. I mean, they're all good.
We got the first
Operation
one.
Flashpoint. Who played that game? Come on.
Oh, shut up, Gunny. Here, let me give you the Island Flight Simulator. No, that didn't evoke the response from you that I wanted. Okay, how about, let's get for Gunny, how about Doodle God?
Ooh, Doodle God, yeah. I've seen that
game. That's a good phone game. That game was popular.
I already got it on my iPhone.
I'm on like 800 out of 1,000 here, and there's nothing here. I mean, Coffee Talk. There's a game called. Man, there's pretty.
That's a
Red Faction Armageddon. Red Faction Armor. Wow, yeah, I found one. Found one that I recognized.
There you go.
I'm trying to
snuck
think.
That one in there. Sleeper hit.
Snake Pass. Game called. I'm almost at 1,300 here, Gunny. I'm trying to find a good one. Surgery Simulator 2011. Like
They're just throwing old shit in there. We got 1,500 games.
Dead by Daylight. That's a newer game, isn't it? Dead by Daylight came out like a few years ago, right?
I mean, it's still good, but no, that was last gen. I mean, not even last gen. I think it was. No, maybe that was Xbox One.
Yeah, we don't have
PS4
shit here on this list. This is a pretty shitty list, but let me tell you about the plan. It's actually pretty cheap, Gunny. It might not be a bad deal. Would you pay for all these games for a single user $6.99 per month? Single user.
I would say okay, so I mean, for me, if I didn't have hey, you can't have your Xbox or PlayStation here, but you could have this app for $6.99 or whatever. Yeah, I'd do it.
I mean, $7 a month. Maybe it's
I'd
worth
do it.
Or you can do a family plan, Gunny. Oh yeah. Me, you, and Mayo can all play this, and one more person, another lucky person, could play this with us for only $9.99 per month, Gunny. 4 people. That's $10 a month. 4 people get access to this. I mean, if they had better games, it wouldn't be a bad deal at all, right?
No, that's not bad at all.
I mean, is it really a bad deal right now?
I mean, that's what Apple's charging, so it's a good deal.
That's true, right? What does Apple charge for Apple Arcade? Isn't it like $6 a month or something?
It's either $4.99 or $5.99.
Yeah, I mean, so these guys charge $1 more than Apple, and I mean, I don't know. They do say you have to download a small part of the game. I don't know what that means. Like the DRM license? What the fuck are they? What are you downloading for a small part?
That would be probably. Yeah, it would be the license. Maybe some assets. I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, if you want to play Metro Redux 2033,
it would be like it would be like the system menu and all that stuff. I think. Because I remember hotels used to do this.
I don't know.
They used to have something similar.
Like the Saints Row games are on here also. A few of them. Saints Row 4, Saints Row the 3rd. Deliver Us the Moon. That game is on here.
That's a good game.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's what Utomic is. We found out what a new streaming service is. That new hit Game Pass killer. The Utomic.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Utomic. Yeah. It seems like these guys are very new, Gunny. Like, I think this company is very, very new.
It's probably owned by Samsung, It's one of those. Probably Japanese.
Trying to find out when Utomic was open. Well, I guess Utomic has been around for a long time. I mean, this guy posted on Reddit asking about Utomic back in 2017.
Yeah, they're probably just the little bottom feeders.
5 years ago, it says here on Reddit.
Well, so that means they're probably on the phone, right? If I can just bring up I'll just bring up my iPhone, see if they're on here. Betcha they are.
See, back then they had 500 games on their library because people were talking about you can play 500 games on streaming.
They know what the future is.
These Reddit, see, I'm telling you guys, Reddit knows the future, dude. Get on fucking Reddit, start buying cryptos and NFTs or whatever they sell on there, and you will be rich like 20 years from now. Kind of like how Bitcoin happened, or GameStop stock, or Dogecoin or whatever. Like, you know, just get in there and fucking listen to Reddit. Reddit has the pulse on everything. So here, move on here to more news, Gunny. Square Enix. The president of Square Enix says he knows people who play to have fun, dislike NFTs. But he doesn't give a shit what those people think, Gunny. He wants NFTs anyways. That's right. Says here, in a wide-ranging New Year's open letter, Square Enix president Yosuke Matsuda has addressed a broad spectrum of technologies from the metaverse. The metaverse, Gunny, that's the future of Facebook. You know that? The metaverse?
Metaverse, yes. I've heard.
To cloud gameplay and AI, but the majority of the letter focuses on a personal enthusiasm for blockchain tokens. While Matsuda does not explicitly say that the Square Enix will put NFTs in any specific game, he does say the company is keeping a close eye on the technology and will, quote, ramp up our efforts to develop a business accordingly, with an eye to potentially issue our own tokens in the future. End quote. Most notably, Matsuda acknowledges that lots of people do not like the idea of tiny, persistent microtransactions becoming a fundamental part of their games. He said, quote, I realize that some people who play to have fun and who currently form the majority of players have voiced their reservations towards these new trends, and understandably so. But, you know, despite all this, he is unreservedly enthusiastic about the idea that token economies will provide those who play to contribute with an explicit incentive beyond such inconsistent personal feeling as goodwill and volunteer spirit. In short, he wants this shit to be monetized. All of it, Gunny. Yeah. So, NFTs are coming. Let me tell you this, Gunny. I'm gonna buy some Call of Duty NFT as soon as it comes out. I'm gonna buy something on Call of Duty NFTs. That's gonna be the big one. Call of Duty NFTs are the hit.
Yes.
Fortnite. As soon as Fortnite puts NFTs, I'm buying the banana costume or something. I'm buying it, Gunny. It's gonna be mine. I'm gonna own that NFT, and then I'm gonna sell it for $20 million next year. And yeah,
I'll own the giant hot dog costume.
Good. We gotta save up all our money, Gunny. We need all the Patreon monies to buy all these NFTs because we're going in hard, Gunny. We're buying all the NFTs.
You'll get raffle it off
we're buying
later.
All the NFTs.
Still raffle things off. That was a boomer move right there.
That was a boomer move. Yes. Another news, let's move on here from NFTs. Another game that might eventually have NFTs. Battlefield 2042 may have even more fixes on the way. That's right.
No way. May have more fixes or will have more fixes.
Well, I mean, maybe. We don't know. It says here, a post from the fan-run Twitter account Battlefield Bulletin claimed that DICE is currently tackling 4 issues that Battlefield 2042 players have reported. This is an older article, Gunny. This is from November. This is probably.
Oh, is it? That was my bad on that.
Gunny, you're giving me old news here, ladies and gentlemen. Disregard this. Disregard this trash Gunny just gave me. Thank God.
It is old. You're right.
Thank God I read the dates on these things, Gunny. You're giving me old fake news to read to our listeners.
Deleted.
All right. What else do we have here?
Oh, this one's also old. What the hell, man? I'm over here clicking on stuff.
Wow,
I
what
had
are
a
you
feeling that
doing,
one was
Gunny?
old. Damn. Tell me this one's current. Okay, that was today.
Okay. Oh, okay. In an article appearing to Bloomberg or on Bloomberg, reports that industry veteran Ken Levine's studio Ghost Story Games, it's not a very happy place to be at, Gunny. Half of the company's founders have already quit, along with many other staff, and after 8 years, there's still no sign of any game releasing soon. Yep, Ken Levine is perhaps the most famous for 2007's BioShock. This is the first-person action shoot 'em up. Whatever. You know what BioShock is. Anyways, in 2014, Ken Levine declared that Irrational would be closing down and that he was creating a brand new studio, Ghost Story Games. They're going to be focusing on narrative-led projects for owner Take-Two Interactive. In 2022, no such project has even been made public, and this may be a result of Ken Levine's leadership style and lack of management skills. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. It says here, when the company opened up, that a bunch of people or whatever. In 2016, the team scaled up to about 30 people. And it says here, 2 early employees of the studio recalled a version from around 2016 with elaborate levels and rich 3-dimensional graphics in the game they were working on. They wondered how they would finish it with fewer than 30 people on the team. And then others remembered a complicated dialogue system that would morph based on player choices, requiring a tremendous amount of writing that could not have been possibly completed within a year. So, I mean, it's pretty much this guy is just like working these dudes to death. And they're like, dude, we need more people. We can't do this with just Gunny, okay? Gunny cannot do all the dialogue to this game. It's too much. And Gunny, he's like, no, I want Gunny to do it all. Gunny, you better do it all, Gunny.
It's not coming out, yeah. Not anytime soon.
Yeah, anyways, whatever. It's just pretty much a story saying that Ken Levine's studio is fucked.
It sounds like it. Poor Ken, and he likes was it Ken Levine? Damn, when he quoted when he started talking about indie studios, and indie games, sounded really passionate about it.
Definitely. In other news, Gunny, let's get some more news here for you.
BioShock Infinite.
I got the news for you. That's right. Cyberpunk.
What do we got?
Cyberpunk, Gunny.
We got, it's been buzzing lately.
All right, we got some leaks. All right. This new leak. Okay, got some leak here from 4chan. So take this with a grain of salt here, Gunny. This is from the 4chan machines. Okay, hold on here. We'll go to this other article. This other article had a better link to the shit. All right. This is going to be supposedly the 1.5 patch, Gunny. This is a big patch. All right. This is a leak that was shared to Reddit by a user when it was originally posted in 4chan. It claims to be a leak for Cyberpunk 2077's next big update that will be, quote, treated as a soft relaunch of the game, Gunny. Says here, CD Projekt Red will reveal a new game title for Cyberpunk. It will be called now Cyberpunk 2077 Samurai Edition. This apparently will be revealed in February during a live stream, along with the reveal of Cyberpunk's anime on, I believe that's on Netflix, and the game's first big expansion. It says here, Cyberpunk 2077 Samurai Edition will reportedly add brand new features to the game, such as barbershops, a garage for your car, improved AI, a transmog system, a complete rebalancing of the loot system, and a new UI. All right. Mm-hmm. Also, says here that CD Projekt Red, when they previously promised DLC, they will reportedly bundle that DLC with this patch and this update. And it will include brand new weapons, Gunny, some new apartment customizations, and new gigs. You know, the gigs are like the jobs you do in the game or whatever. So, that's right. So, it says here CDPR will do a big live stream around February to reveal the patch and the first expansion. The barbershops or the thing or whatever. Promise free DLC will be bundled in and will include 4 new weapons, new game plus, apartment customizations, and new gigs. It says here there's going to be tons of small stuff like Judy and Pan Am sending you more messages, more text messages during the course of the game. It says here the first expansion will take place in Pacifica. So that's the part of the city. If you play the game, you know what Pacifica is. Also, you can walk around and do quests in something called the Combat Zone. And it says here the Combat Zone is an area in the game that will be an area that's going to be fought over by 2 new gangs. One will be called the Bozos, which apparently are violent clown psychopaths with a sick sense of humor, and another gang called the Slaughterhouse, which is a violent psychopath fascist gang or whatever. So there's that. Yeah.
They sound like nods to a couple other games.
But according to this other article, a CDPR insider says that this does not really add up. So this is to take this with a grain of salt. The stuff doesn't really add up. But yeah, who knows? It says here some of this stuff was pulled from data mine files. So some of the stuff remember that they got all their shit stolen. Remember back in the last year or whatever, they got the entire file.
Somebody's trying to sell it all too.
And they're like, fuck it, we don't care, just release it. Fuck it. Fuck you guys. And they're like, we're not gonna pay you motherfuckers. Release that shit. And the people were like, okay, we'll release it.
We'll sell it to the highest bidder. All that info.
Yeah, so I'm sure people have gained whatever. What else?
That's crazy. And still no next gen upgrade. You would think that would have been part of the whole data mining thing as well.
Well, I think they said that would be a part of it too. Like the next gen update was part of that, I think.
Yeah, maybe, but as far as I know, from what I've been seeing on the Twitter, the Twitter armies is that it is in a stable place and it plays super well on PS5 and Xbox Series S, X.
No,
that most next gen consoles, it's really stable. The game in its current format. So,
in other news, move on to China. Okay.
Tencent.
China says here reportedly that
they love gaming.
That the National Press Publication Administration, the NPPA, has not issued a new license to a video game developer since July 2021. The NPPA has reportedly been very tight-lipped about why they suddenly decided to stop issuing licenses. But, as you may know, Gunny, last year China was one of the leading countries in cracking down on video game usage. They described video games as spiritual opium.
Yeah.
And said
spiritual opium, I like it. Yeah, that's what I give with Satisfactory.
Say that minors...
It's like taking opium.
Say that minors were slashed to playing games just 3 hours a week. And, yeah. So there's that.
Yeah, I know they're really, cracking down on that. And it's hard to even try to get a game going through that country. Especially when it's sexualized or in any way, right? Or not sexualized. They're super strict.
And apparently they're, remember how they started, stop giving new video game licenses out over there or whatever? Apparently that's still going on till right now. You cannot get, if you make it a video game right now, Gunny, you couldn't release it in China.
Yeah, they were, and they're just coming up all kinds of, especially if I think it was like they wanted to get, like anything like, is it League of Legends? I heard of recently or whatever. If like there was a character even in a current game that currently has a license, like, well, it's not a man or a woman. Like they're not budging on that. Where they're like it needs to be more revealed, where it can't be, trans or anything like that. Like they're totally against anything like that. So, but it's communist, right? What do you expect? It's China.
Yeah. In other news, I mean, on Christmas Day, Steam actually went down in China. People were worried about a Steam ban in China because people could not log into Steam. Some people could, some people couldn't. Some people were being kicked off of Steam, and pretty much Steam came out and said, "Hey, look, I mean, we're running fine. It's not us. It's apparently some firewall in China, ran by the government, that was making the issues, the connection issues happen." So they said that it was not on Steam's end; it was through the Chinese firewall system that they have set up over there. So, yeah, so almost lost all the China #1 players on Steam.
Yeah, none of them can play League or anything.
That would fucking suck. I also played that Korean game, that fucking Super People game. I played that trash.
Oh, did you? Yeah,
It's
I saw that.
They wanted my phone number, so I gave them like a Google number that I pulled out. I'm gonna give them this Google number. Fuck you guys. And
Right.
It is literally PUBG with better graphics, and you take these pills. I didn't like the shooting. I couldn't get into it. I didn't like the shooting. The game looked okay. It ran okay. It ran pretty good actually. And but everything looks just like PUBG. Like the menu, dude, looks like the menu system, the UI, the fucking everything looks like PUBG. It literally is like they just stole everything from PUBG, but made it nicer, and said, "We're making this. Fuck you, PUBG. What are you gonna do about it?" It's literally what happened. Like you could, like, if you launched the menu for that game and you launched the menu for PUBG, and you took away the names and you said which one is PUBG, you probably couldn't tell the difference. You'd probably be like, I don't know which ones. They're both PUBG. I don't know. You literally probably could not tell the difference, dude. That's how close they look in the fucking menu to each other. Like it's the
But
same.
I always thought and assumed, like I don't have all the details, like you have more information than I do, that PUBG, like I thought that was like their version in China. Like they own that game, but maybe not.
Oh, they own they own the
No,
game.
I always assumed. I always made that assumption that it is their game, but
No, they own the, like, what PUBG in China is called, the Game for Peace or something like that. A game for peace or something.
yeah, Game for Peace, right? Super People. I don't know. Like I thought that was something
I don't
different.
know,
Now I'm
maybe.
confused.
I'm pretty sure Super People is not developed by whatever fucking company made the other PUBG shit. What the fuck? Who made PUBG? What's the guy? What was his name?
I forgot his name. I mean, that's his
Player
gamer tag.
Unknown.
Yeah, whatever. That's his thing. Isn't he the former
what
Arma
company-
guy or something?
Yeah. What was the company he opened when he made PUBG? The fuck's it called? Blue Hole.
Something like that.
Blue something. Something.
We're a little rusty over here. Now you're thinking PlayStation. No,
Who the
I don't
fuck
remember.
owns PUBG?
no. I just always made that assumption that I just put it in my head that it was like, oh, hey, if you want to have your game in China, you better call it something else and
PUBG
have it
Corp.
not
Apparently
kill
it's
people.
It's called PUBG Corp.
Yeah. Yeah, I just always assumed it was like fully owned by Tencent or something,
And
Another
Super
Chinese
People
company, but
is made by a company called Wonder People.
Yeah, it would be hard to sue, especially in comes to China. They do try to imitate, but they do
Anyways.
get shut down in America. They shut them down quick.
That's all I have for news, Gunny.
All right, I just got one little thing here that is from the Steam Awards. which I think that just kind of happened over at CES.
Yeah.
Or maybe not. So the Steam Awards for 2021 are the Game of the Year. I'll just go backwards a little bit on this. Your sit back and relax game, it's not Satisfactory. It's actually Farming Simulator 22. So grab a tractor, grab a beer, and farm on. Your outstanding rich story game, Cyberpunk. Best soundtrack, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. Best games you really suck at, Neo 2. Yeah, that's some hard shit right there. The most innovative game is Deathloop. That's a game I want to play. I'm seeing it on Steam, $29. I'm like, it's cheap enough. I should pick it up. I know it's really good. Outstanding visuals, Forza Horizon 5. Better with Friends, It Takes Two. That was an obvious choice. Labor of Love, Terraria. So something my kid will play. He likes that Terraria game. The VR game of the year. It's not what's it, Alex, whatever, Half-Life. It is Cooking Simulator VR, my friend. Cooking Simulator in VR. That's crazy. You would think that would be the sit back and relax game, but it's not. And the game of the year goes to, for Steam, Resident Evil Village. That is their game of the year, which I'm currently playing. Well, we'll see if it's my game of the year. But, I don't think we had any questions for the holidays.
No questions. Bullshit.
Oh, we might have had them on Facebook. I haven't been on Facebook. I've been looking on Discord. I totally forgot to bring it up. I haven't been on there in a few weeks.
Goddamn Gunny. Some fucking questions in here. Some fucking questions.
Mayo probably did put them up on there.
Yeah, how dare you doubt the Mayo? Fuck is it? God damn it. I'm gonna fucking...
He usually lets me know, but he is under the weather.
He is.
So
Mayo's sick and dying, I think. Sure.
Like the only one's not sick over here. Everybody I know's got this thing.
Huh.
But
well, we got some questions. Did we read these questions? Okay.
But while you're looking for those, I can go into the console corner for January. That's updated. Talk about our PlayStation Plus games for the month of January, and for that you do get Persona 5 Strikers for PS4, Dirt 5, PS4 and PS5, and you get a third game, Deep Rock Galactic. That's going to be on the PS4 and the PlayStation 5. So yeah, claim all three of those games for PlayStation Plus. And it's probably too late by now, but today is January 3rd. You get those bonus PSVR games. So if this show gets put up tonight, don't forget. Go claim those. Get all your PSVR games like The Persistence, The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, and that other game, Until You Fall. So I think there's 3 or 4 games in there for PlayStation Plus. And for Xbox Gold, for the first couple weeks of January, you get games that, never heard of here. Neuro Voider. That's Neuro, Voider. And your second game to claim is Radiant Silvergun. Man, that's an old Xbox 360 game. But, and for Game Pass, you got The Gunk and The Pedestrian that was released this week. The Pedestrian, I think I saw that on E3. It's like a puzzle game. And, that's The Gunk. I played a good hour of that Gunk game. Just cleaning up gunk. Landed on this planet, cleaning up gunk. That's it. You look like, a Ghostbuster or something, with a machine on your back, Jesus.
Yeah.
There's these 2 chicks that land on a planet. You go out, I'm like, I'm gonna get this stuff. I'm gonna clean it up so I can get to the next area. And you can upgrade your gunk cleaner sucker machine. So that's what I did. I upgraded it so I can get more gunk. But the world looked pretty cool. It's like going in these caves and shit. Nice landscapes. Art style's different. It's nice. Yeah, so go play the gunk. I think I played that on console with a controller. And or on PC Game Pass with a controller. Always with a controller, I tell you. Depending on what game it is. Oh, if you're still looking over there, Jesus, what other game? Another one that me and Ghost Nico played together was that Project Zomboid. I guess they got the multiplayer in a stable. It's stable now, apparently. But if you don't play like on a whitelisted server, I don't freaking know what that is. But yeah, but there's no option for difficulty. So I think it's like almost like this default difficulty. And I freaking died like way too quick. Literally 10 minutes. 40 minutes, dead. Boom. Zombies eat me. Until I get good. So I played that with mouse and keyboard. It's not on consoles, but apparently you can play with a keyboard, with a controller, because Ghost Nico did. I can't remember if he said it was good or not. So. Yeah, it's got a difficulty spike for sure. But any questions?
No questions. But let me tell you something, Gunny. Let me tell you something.
Yes.
We now have a 4K display that can do 240 hertz.
Whoa, where did I see that at? Saw that somewhere.
1 millisecond response time. Yep. Also sports Quantum HDR 2000. Oh my. Which offers up to 2000 nits of brightness, as well as 1,000,000 to 1 contrast ratio. It is a curved 4K display that will have 240 hertz refresh rate. That's right. It will support both AMD FreeSync and apparently it's called AMD FreeSync Premium Pro now, and NVIDIA's G-Sync. That's right.
Oh, I think I saw that. I saw that for I think they were showing that off at the CES.
Yep. It has a 3840 by 2160 resolution, which is 4K, and a 16:9 ratio. I mean, I wonder how much is this monitor, dude? $2,000, I bet. They don't have a price for it.
Yeah, it's got to be at least. If I was probably 1,000
More
minimum. Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah. All right, here we go. It's $2,500.
Okay, yeah, too much.
Yeah. Come on, Gunny, $2,500. You might as well buy a fucking OLED TV and put it on your fucking desk.
Yeah,
you'll have the same.
I'll buy a
thing.
120 OLED.
Yeah, but buy a 120 LG OLED for like $1,000 less, most likely, and put it on your desk, and you'll have a bigger display, and probably nicer. That OLED screen will be nicer.
Yeah, it would. But yeah, I'm good with the TV I have, and I got the old Sony OLED up at the other place, playing Forza Horizon 5. Man, it looks good. It looks good. The wife likes watching movies on that one, especially with the HDR. Looks awesome.
That's all I have for news and stuff and all that. Anyways, no questions. I thought I saw questions, man, but no questions, Gunny.
Let's see here. I don't think so. No. No. But Epic, you got some free game. You got some pretty good games here that are free on Epic. And I think they kind of went backwards on this one, but there are 3 games. You get Tomb Raider Game of the Year. That's starting from the reboot. Second one is Shadow of the Tomb Raider, the definitive edition. And the third one is Rise of Tomb Raider, the 20-year celebration. So those are 3 awesome games right there, free on the Epic Store. So that's a pretty good deal, man. Get all those Tomb Raider games, especially if you missed them.
Now?
Right now? Yeah, it's still there.
I'm gonna go get them right now. Right now, Gunny. You're telling me right now. Right now, I can go to the Epic Store and get them.
You know what? I'm gonna go
right now.
Definitely pick those up. So I played all 3 of those, enjoyed them. I think I finished them all too. So didn't play any of the DLC. Like they didn't really have much on the DLC section.
I wonder how good they run on the PC.
They're short campaigns.
Always.
And didn't one of them have multiplayer, if I remember?
I think 2 of them did, didn't they?
It's weird because I looked at it today and it didn't say it had multiplayer. I was like, I swear that.
Maybe the first one? I think the first one did.
That's what it might have been, that, because I was looking at the other ones. I'm like, I thought they had some kind of multiplayer to them.
Yeah, so they got the first one, which is the 20-year celebration. They got the definitive edition. And the Game of the Year edition. This is all the same game, though, isn't it? They're all the first game? Those are all different games. They're all the same. I'm going to get them all. Fuck it.
I think there's 3 in the series.
I'm going to play.
Well, I don't remember. I don't know what that 20-year celebration is.
Yeah, what is... I thought that was the first one, but apparently maybe it's the I don't know.
It could just be the first one, except one's called Game of the Year edition, the other one's called the 20-year celebration. I don't know.
This one, because this was called just Tomb Raider, and that's the first one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the first one. What the fuck is the Game of the Year edition then?
Maybe the cosmetics and stuff that they added to it, because I don't remember much story DLC being added to it.
Sure. Tomb Raider 20-year celebration includes the base game, the season pass, and all new content. Explore Croft Manor in the new Blood Tie stories, then defend it against a zombie invasion in Laura's Nightmare. Laura. I'm pretty sure this is the first game.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe it's the first game they want to give it to you free twice. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's free twice. It's just a different version.
Okay. That's cool, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like how they do it on console, or I just assume that's the same way they do it on Steam or Epic.
God of War's coming.
Like, there's this version, there's that version. There's the Millennial Edition. It's the same game.
Dude, I want to buy Jurassic World Evolution 2, but that game is $42.
I saw that. I did. I saw that. And
I feel like that's overpriced, dude. I mean, even like $42, man.
It's probably $60 on consoles.
Regular.
I bet
it's $60 regular. Yeah, it's right now. It's on sale for $42.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at that. I saw that on Steam.
I'm like, no, I don't know about that. We got confirmation, Gunny. We just got confirmation. Holy shit, live on the show. We just got confirmation.
What is he saying? Let me see here.
It says here, Mayo got a positive result on his coronavirus test.
SARS-CoV-2. Huh.
He got positive, dude. He's got a Gunny. He's infected. Quarantine him. Quarantine that motherfucker. I'm going to make a new channel. I'm going to call it Quarantine. I'm going to put him in there. Create a channel.
Lock him in there. He could be the only one there. But he got I mean, everybody I talked to last Thursday and Friday, everybody got it seems. not everybody at work, but I only work with the 6 people. But yeah, it was a lot of businesses closed, and people either got colds or flus or COVID. And they did that thing, Jesus, where they send you home with a test from school, like a home test.
Yeah.
But I guess apparently they ran out. There were so many of them. So, and my kid, he had the cold flu thing a couple weeks ago. He could have had COVID. We just didn't have him tested. But I feel fine. But so's the wife. So, because you got it a little farther back, like a cold flu thing, and I never got sick. So, I don't know. Well, it's the season, and be careful out there, people.
Yeah, I mean, no, literally, be careful. Yeah, I mean, everybody's getting it, dude. It's kind of like, you're right. Everyone's getting it. It's kind of crazy. I mean, yeah, it is really.
Yeah, everybody I talk to, I'm like, oh, you're not working today, but no, I had to go get a test. Like, geez, it seems like a lot of people.
I don't know if I trust those. You know how they're talking about how they're going to give out those instant tests or whatever? Those I'd
rather do the 3-day. Every time I've taken my kid in, it's always been a 3-day. I feel like it's going to be more accurate. I could be wrong, but
I don't feel like those tests are very accurate. Like those instant ones or whatever.
Yeah,
I feel like those things are going to be not very accurate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if it's a cheap system or whatever, it's going to be like a yes or no.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Because, I mean, I've gone to the doctor and they tested me and they gave me the result that same day. But, like, I knew I wasn't sick. So, like, I was like, whatever. I know I don't have it. Just whatever, But, like, I haven't. Like, I don't know if I would trust people to get these sent to their fucking house and then them testing themselves. Like, what's it going to, like, okay, like, say we get to the point, right, like, later this year or next year where we just gotta live with this bullshit, right? We gotta live with coronavirus, right? What is the new rules then? Are they gonna just ship tests to everybody's house all the time and say, okay, to go into the stores or to go into public, you gotta be testing negative? Like to go to school, you gotta show negative tests before you get to class or school. To go to work, you have to show a negative test to go to work. Like what's it gonna take, Gunny? Like, so we're just gonna have to walk around with fucking tests in our pockets.
Yeah.
Oh, here's my fucking negative result. Like, so we're gonna have an app on our phone that links to the test or something, and like, oh, here's my passport to walk around and get everywhere. Like.
Well, they have that, I know, in San Francisco. That's the one I know of for sure.
Is that our future, Gunny? Is that the future? We're all gonna have to just test every day, and fucking to get anywhere, you have to have a test.
Yeah.
If you don't have a test, you can't get it.
Man, what was that? I know. What was that zombie? Damn, now I'm trying to think of a movie where if you had to show negative, like, yeah, it just reminds me of that. Like otherwise you're in quarantine. But I hope not. I really don't. Yeah, I hope it doesn't come to that where.
I think it's going to happen, dude. It's going to happen. What else is going to happen? They can't force everyone to get vaccinated, okay? So you can't do that. The shit's not going away. Obviously, it's not like whatever they're doing is not working. The vaccines, I mean,
people are like the whole masking thing, if that's what you mean. Like, right. So when you go to the grocery store.
Yeah, what's going to happen? Like, eventually people are going to get tired of like, or we're just going to have to just wear a mask forever now.
I know, yeah. God.
Is that a thing now? Like, or is either we're all going to have to just always wear a mask everywhere, or we're all going to have to test like every other day. Like, you have to take a test every other day or something like that. So the new rule is, it's like having a diabetes checker or whatever. That.
Well, we're kind of already halfway there, aren't we? Because I don't know. You can ask like for your daughter, right? So I know for my kid, my wife has to. She gets the app on her phone. I don't know if it's an app or whatever, or she has to respond via email every single day, Monday through Friday. Hey, do you have the symptoms? No. This, yes or no, right? Like She gets the 3 questions. I have to fill one out at work. I never fill it out, by the way. Yeah, it just asks you like the 3 basic questions, and you put your name and you sign it, and you put it in the box, and And I get it too. Like there are customers that I go to. Like there could be big ones like Safeway, Whole Foods, right? Like your major companies.
Yeah.
And they give me a little survey, but there's nothing like so much documented. But they will shoot me with the temperature check thing.
What?
Oh yeah. Some of them, like Whole Foods, they got like this thing that looks like a camera.
Yeah.
It looks like
I went on my work.
Yeah, you've seen that where it looks like it's going to take your picture. And she's like, stand still. Okay.
Yeah.
There's the casino, one of the big casinos I work next to, and they've got one of those. Look like, they're just like, take your mask down. You got to take your mask down, and it.
Yeah. You just stand there and it scans you and it checks your temperature.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We have one at my work at the entrance. You like standing. You look at. Well, there's a screen and you can see yourself on the screen, and it's obviously a camera, but it lights up red like a square. And then if you're good, it'll turn green to let you go through. And if you're not good, it'll keep red.
That would be... Yeah, I was thinking that too. Like when I go to that casino and I go in the back, and I'm just waiting for that door thing to go click, or something.
quarantine mode act.
Siren going off. Yeah.
Like guys running in there with hazmat suits on and shit.
Get on the fucking ground, get naked or something. Like, what? Holy shit. I just want to get away.
Fucking tackling you and shit.
Yeah. I'm on the ground going, no, like fucking, like the Last Jedi or whatever. Yeah. That would be sick, dude. I have nightmares about that. No, but other than that, Jesus, I deliver to small businesses all day mostly. So 85% of the customers, no masks. Whatever. It's whatever. Man.
It's our future. Everyone's going to live on the internet. We're all going to live in the metaverse. We're all going to have NFTs. We're all going to be, I don't know, fake money with the Bitcoins. And we're all going to be just quarantined and in houses and living in the metaverse, bro.
Yeah.
You know what, Gunny? You're like, metaverse launches, we got to get in there early, dude, because we got to get cool jobs in the metaverse. You know what I mean? So when that becomes like real life and no one has to work real jobs anymore, you just live in the VR world, we'll have all the cool shit because we were in there early. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like Bitcoin. If you were in early, man, you're going to be a fucking millionaire by 10 years from now. So you got to get in the metaverse, Gunny. We got to get in there early. All right? So we got to get in there early. We got to do all the grinding, all the stupid, deal with all the crazy bugs and shit. And then when it becomes mainstream and everyone's in the metaverse, Gunny, then we'll be like super popular in the metaverse.
Yeah, but you're on the right track with that. Like if you're going to buy NFTs, definitely Call of Duty. It's not like that's going away anytime soon.
Fuck no, it's not.
It's going to be like buying Apple stock early or something.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, I'm buying Call of Duty NFTs. The fucking grenade NFT, I'm buying that shit. I'm buying fucking knife NFT, the fucking whatever NFT. Any fucking character from Call of Duty, I'm buying the NFT. I don't care. You know what I mean? Captain Price NFT, that'll probably be worth the most. You know, Ghost NFT.
Yeah.
All those characters, man. Shit's, what the fuck is an NFT? What is an NFT? What are we talking about?
I don't know. I thought we were going to discuss it earlier in the show when you brought up the article.
The fuck is an NFT, Gunny? What are we doing? What the fuck is it? What is non-functioning or non?
I don't even know, man. I don't know what it stands for. I understand the basics of it.
Non-fungible token is a unique and non-interchangeable unit of data stored on a blockchain in the form of a digital ledger. It can be associated with reproducible digital files such as photos, videos, and audio. Okay.
But I got a question. It's just something that kind of came to mind. I'm sure they've got this figured out. But we'll see how much of a train wreck this is or not going forward where, I don't know, you got Call of Duty Vanguard or whatever the next Call of Duty is going to be.
Yeah.
Or let's just say Vanguard, the current game. And it's got whatever, like you said, it's got an icon or a picture. And I don't know, it's not so much, I'm just thinking like, Jesus, if you buy that or whatever? Are you just buying a piece of it? Like, how are you making money on it? And how do you... And if you do claim any kind of ownership over that icon in that game, let's just say, it's not like you can have it removed. What are you going to do? Take them to court? Like, it just seems like a logistical nightmare to where, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I don't want it in this game anymore. I revoke it or whatever. I don't know. I'm sure there's something that prevents that.
Listen, Gunny. Every NFT is unique. No NFT cannot be copied. Now, while, like, say I buy an NFT, right? And my NFT is, I don't know, fucking a Pokemon card or whatever. Charizard, right? I buy Charizard. This is my NFT. I now own Charizard. He is mine. Even though Charizard is available to everyone else to copy and paste, I'm the owner of that Charizard NFT. Like, I own that motherfucker. Alright? And I can sell that shit. Apparently that's where people are making the money, is selling their NFTs. I mean...
Yeah.
You know, there's NFTs for all kinds of shit. And some NFTs...
Digital art, I mean, that makes more sense. Like...
Pretty much a lot of them are digital art. Some of them are GIFs. Some of them are memes. Some of them are unique little bullshit. I mean, it says here a few NFTs that have sold for a lot of money. For example, one of them was a GIF that was a decade old, so it came out in 2010. Was Neon Cat, and that sold for about $600,000.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you have to first look at where to buy your NFT. There's different marketplaces. One is called OpenSea. Another one's called Mintable. Another one's called Nifty Gateway. Another one's called Rarible. And there's different NFT sites, so you got to make sure you buy.
Yeah, I've heard of those companies.
And yeah, you can also sell NFTs, Gunny. So we can make an NFT for like horrible gamers. So what you do is you upload your content to a marketplace, and then you follow instructions to turn it into an NFT, and then you can set, say all right, you're gonna give a description to it and a price, and people can buy these using Ethereum, which is like a cryptocurrency, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I
some
guess
NFTs, Gunny, like those. I don't know if you've seen those. I forget what they're called. Something ape. It's like they're like monkeys or whatever. It looks like a cartoon monkey, and they're all doing different shit. Like some are shooting lasers out of their eyes or their mouth, or some are wearing glasses. Some are wearing hats. It's like monkeys, like a bunch of monkeys. Somebody drew a bunch of monkeys and sold them as NFTs. Now, Gunny, if you have one of those monkeys, that's the only way to get into certain parties in Hollywood. You know that, Gunny? Like, if you have that on your Twitter account and it's your NFT...
Oh, yeah.
Like, you get invited to secret parties and shit, dude. You get VIP access and shit, Gunny. Some of those NFTs are worth a lot. So, yeah, Gunny. I mean, why are we not buying NFTs, Gunny? The fuck are we doing?
So we can hit up the party scene in Hollywood.
Yeah, we want to be invited to secret parties in Hollywood. I don't know about that, but let's see. There's a mutant ape. Right now, it's number 1. Oh, see, it's the Ape Club. Yeah, it's a bunch.
I want to be Grape Ape.
There's a lot of apes here, dude. Oh my God, look at all these apes. Yeah, so like apparently you just bid on it or whatever. You just fucking put a bid on it.
I'll be a hipster.
This one is selling for $75,000 right now. Got one here that's selling for, what is it? 68,000. Nice. All these fucking crazy, dude. It's fucking crazy, man. We need to get in this game, Gunny. Give me all the money. Give me access to all your money, and I'll buy an NFT for you.
Yeah, I'll give you my savings account.
Here you go, Gunny. I bought you a picture of a monkey that's melting.
Yeah.
He looks like he's on acid.
Hey, yeah.
So you sold your house, but
You look like a boomer like you.
I gotta go picture, dude. Gotta go picture of a monkey. Yeah, this one's called the Bored Ape Yacht Club.
Ooh.
Yeah, this one's going for 1,500,000.
Damn.
Telling you, that's why you get invited to these parties, because you're paying a fucking $1 million for this shit. This one's going for 700,000. This other one, fucking 400,000. Like, what the hell, Gunny? What the hell? Dude, if you have $1 million to spend on a picture of a monkey that's ugly as shit, just give it to me, man.
Yeah, I'll buy Bitcoin. Yeah.
Just don't even give me the other. Just give me the $1 million. That's it. Just give me the $500,000. I'll be fucking fine with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Damn, dude, these people.
I'll draw you a monkey on a piece of paper.
I'll draw a monkey. Yeah, you can have it.
I'll buy a frame for you.
Yeah, this is nuts, dude. Yeah, Gunny, you wanna?
Man, that's crazy. Like, that's just dropping dumb cash on shit that may or may not be worth anything. Literally. You know, a week from now.
Look at this one. The price on this one is like you can like go to the buy, because all these are like usually these are like auctions, but some of these are buy now, and most of the prices are like over 70,000 each.
That's ridiculous. Man.
Some are higher. Some are like 100,000. Some are for like more than that even. This one's $320,000. Buy now. Oh yeah, buy now. Go ahead. I'll make you an offer, buddy. Who the fuck is buying all this shit, Gunny? Who's buying this? This is to be like money laundering, dude.
It might be, huh? I don't know. Or it's just rich people who are bored and they already got their Lamborghinis.
Is this what the dude for Minecraft was?
Oh, he could be part of it, right? He's got
fucking bored.
Endless amounts of cash.
He got his $2 billion for selling Minecraft, and he's bored at home, and he's like, man, I got $2 billion to burn. The fuck do I spend all this money on?
I already bought a yacht. What do I buy next? A monkey picture.
I already bought a house in Beverly Hills. I got a mansion that's like the size of a fucking hotel. Got all these things. What do I buy now? Oh, you want to buy a bunch of pictures of monkeys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
Smart.
Woo!
Why not? You know what, Jesus? I watched that sort of the documentary thingy. There's like a Elon Musk channel.
Yeah.
On the YT vids, where he shows that he doesn't own anything. I mean, he doesn't own much real estate. Sold off all my real estate. I got less assets, so I make more money and pay less taxes. But he made those little houses, like these little Tesla houses. I don't know what they're not called that, but they're like $50,000 for these little shacks that he made. I don't know if he made them or whatever, but he owns the company. But crazy. Like, I'm sure that guy's got a lot of, probably pretty heavy in Bitcoin as well. But yeah, see, I'm sure he talks about it somewhere, probably on the Twitches or some financial channel. But yeah, maybe he can buy us some NFTs. Come on, Elon. You got the money.
He's got all the money, man. Isn't he like the richest guy in the world now or something?
Yeah, he is, with the SpaceX and the Tesla.
Dude, SpaceX is pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie, that shit's pretty cool. You ever see that shit take off and come back and shit? All the shit it does.
That is amazing. Yeah,
like reusable rockets. Whoever thought that shit would ever be a thing, dude? Like, you know what I mean? A fucking rocket that goes into space and then you bring it fucking right back down.
That is nuts. Yeah, my dad who
that motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my dad who used to work on those boosters as a machinist.
Yeah.
I mean, he would just be amazed if he was alive today to see that.
Yeah, dude, that's insane. Like, what's the other company? The one that's trying to compete? Isn't like Virgin Atlantic trying to compete with them also? And Virgin's always trying to go to space. And that other one, the one that the other asshole, the Amazon guy, the one he has. blue space, blue hole,
Right. Yes.
blue space, blue sky. What the fuck?
I think they're all in competition to be this kind of, where they go to the stratosphere, or I don't know,
Blue
when they go
Origin.
up and then they
Blue
Origin, yeah, where they. But eventually they want to be able to.
But Jeff Bezos' company, they've actually been open to the public, right? Like they're the first ones to actually. They were the first ones to send public to space, right? Like these weren't actually astronauts, right? They were
like William Shatner went up there.
Yeah, they were not astronauts,
people.
right? They were like just random people, right? That just got sent up, that
Correct.
paid or whatever.
Yeah, you pay whatever. It was on a lottery system.
And then was it SpaceX that sent those other people that were like, what the fuck? Were they the ones that sent the youngest person to space or whatever?
That I don't know.
Yeah.
That Virgin Blue or whatever was the one I watched as well. Or, yeah, the Virgin guy, whatever his name is.
It's just,
but yeah, eventually they want to.
They want
to. And they only go up there, for a couple hours? Like
no, they go like. How long is the other one? The blue.
I don't know if they went for days or not, or weeks. I mean, a couple days. I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure it was like a week, right?
No, it was only like a short stint or whatever.
Nah, no way.
Just kind of up and back. Like they didn't go up to the space station or anything.
Oh, this lasted 10 minutes? What?
Yeah. They're still in that kind of testing phase,
10 minutes? How much did they pay for that shit?
Yeah, don't they only go to like the stratosphere or some shit?
They go like barely. It says here like it's barely what is considered the beginning of space. Like, barely, whatever it's called. The fucking whatever.
Yeah, like here, I know the space station's not that far up there. It's only a few hundred miles.
Jeff Bezos was on it. Mark Bezos, his brother, Wally Funk, and Oliver Damon.
Crazy, yeah.
Yeah. That's fucking weird, man. Yeah. Jeff Bezos, man, that motherfucker is smart, though. Given that. I heard he's an asshole, but I heard he's really smart. Like, he was legit like a child prodigy or whatever, dude. You know that?
Right. Yeah.
He was like from an early age, like he was in a special like a gifted student program at his school and shit, and he was really smart. Like he could like people that knew him knew that motherfucker was gonna be something big one day. Like they're just like, you got the fucking knowledge to like, see the future or whatever. Like he knew, motherfucker. He knew.
Yeah.
He knew, Gunny. He was able to do it. Anyways. What the fuck are we on? Is the show over? What are we doing here?
We're done. We're done with NFTs, coins, outer space.
We talking? Why you let me rant about shit for like the next... We've been done for like 2 hours, Gunny. What are we doing here?
I mean, hey, I got to get up early AM, but I don't care, Jesus. It's good to see a happy... Well, holidays are over now.
Oh, yeah, holidays are over. Yeah, they're over.
Yeah, we got to celebrate games and Bitcoins and all this other stuff. So,
yeah.
I just look forward to talking more about video games that I've been playing and the Resident Evils and even that Satisfactory game that me and Nico love, but whatever else it is that I can play on, other platforms. So,
other than that, right now is the time of year where all the new shit dies off. I do expect the consoles, though, man. I think that both consoles are going to become more available here pretty soon. Christmas is over. The rush is over, I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like
people have bought the S most likely for their kids. Their kids are stopping fucking bugging them. So people are like, whatever, I think you're going to see these things in stock way
I feel
more
like February, I'm hopefully optimistic for February to see more of them come in.
But it's also around tax time, so, People start filing their taxes, getting big tax returns, so we might not see them in stock. Fuck, I don't know. I hope we do see them though, man. You know.
Yeah, we always go through fluctuations and stuff where it's like that.
It's wild. I just hope that all this shit ends soon. All these shortages of everything. Everything's a shortage. Everything's a delay. Everything's we gotta wait 8 months to ship it to you.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit, Gunny. I'm tired of all of it. I'm
telling you, we were able to get a washer and dryer though. I was kind of surprised that the washer or the dryer was a couple weeks out, but it came. So it just right. We have to learn to be a little more patient.
We want it now, Gunny. Amazon taught me that I could get shit within 1 hour delivery, Gunny. 1 fucking hour.
They still offer that on certain items, but not every item. They don't keep every item in stock.
1 fucking hour delivery, motherfucker. I want my shit now. Now. I want my Amazon robots at the house delivering shit to me on the hour, on the dot. I
want a bottle of Jack Daniels, my box of Cheetos.
Here within 30 minutes. Okay, if I order on Amazon... Drunk order on Amazon. I want this shit here in 30 minutes, bro. Also, by the way, people, if you haven't watched the new South Park, the COVID specials, they're on that Paramount Plus. You can sign up for like a free month or trial or whatever, but they're fucking funny, dude. There's 2 parts of them, Gunny. There's like 2 hour long kind of like movies almost, but it's about COVID. It's
I started
hilarious.
to watch the first one.
Did you?
Yes.
When they're adults or whatever?
Who the hell was it? It wasn't Ryan that mentioned it, even though he's a big fan. It was somebody else. And so I use the movie box thing, and I get the Paramount Plus, and I started watching that.
Yeah. It's actually really funny, man. Like, it's like there's like a whole new fucking COVID variant. It's like fucking 40 years from now. Everybody's still quarantining and shit and fucking lockdowns. Oh, man, it's funny. It's a good one. Anyways, Gunny, where can people find you?
Go find me on Xbox, on Steam, and Uplay that I never go on. But I'm Gamertag Gunny Chief on all those things. Over on the Twitters, I'm at Kane Marston, KainMarston on the Twitters. So I just keep my tag on there as Gunny Chief. Probably just find me under Kane. And over on the PlayStation, HGP_Gunny. Where do we find you, Jesus?
Actually, find the Mayo on everything. That's the Mayo 01 on something else. I don't know what it was on. I think he's the Mayo on Twitter. You know, Mayo should make an NFT about his Twitter handle. Mayo, I want to make your Twitter handle an NFT, and you're going to sell it to me, and then I'm going to sell it back to you.
I think
for a lot of money.
You know what? I thought about something.
What?
If we just put if it had that same, that Miracle Whipper General mayonnaise jar icon picture, but it would be the Mayo, not the real Mayo, but just the Mayo.
Yeah.
But I think there's already somebody on Twitch with that. I'm pretty sure.
Well,
I would definitely make that into an NFT.
We make that into an NFT before they do, and then we sell it, and then we sell it to Mayo. We sell it to Mayo, and then Mayo can sue them because Mayo's like, "Yo, I got this NFT. I own this shit, bitch." And then Mayo's like, "But I'll sell it to you for $400,000." And the guy has no other choice but to buy it from Mayo for $400,000, and Mayo makes $400,000 off of our crazy idea. I don't know how NFT works. I don't know how any of this shit works, Cuddy. I don't know how the fucking NFT trash works. We don't know. We're just guessing here. I think that's how it works, right? You look at a picture, you think that picture looks cool. I'm going to make an NFT out of it. And then you do. And then you sell it, and then somebody else sells it for more money. I don't know. Is that how this works?
I think that's the way it works.
You know what? Since they got that, was it the Bored Ape Yacht Club or whatever on NFTs? I'm going to make the Horrible Gamers Yacht Club NFTs. And all it's going to be is pictures of you, Gunny, in the same pose, but we're going to change the colors on you. Like one, you'll be purple on one, green on the other, pink on the other, blue on the other, and then once we run out of colors, we'll change the backgrounds. Start changing the background colors.
Yeah,
and then we'll just keep selling those.
And then, I know what you can do then. I think that we could probably get a community member. Man, I'm getting really excited here just thinking about it. Probably a community member, right? Jonathan Hall, help me out here. Yeah, I'm thinking him and Boogarter and them, they can just feel sorry for me and just buy them at 30 cents a piece.
And then resell them for $40,000 each.
Yeah. So 30 cents to 40,000, we're making profits.
I think that's how NFTs work. I don't know, Gunny. That's how they work, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, fuck. Who knows? We just got to get one famous person to buy one, Gunny, and make it their Twitter profile picture. So we got to get like somebody big, somebody famous and big to buy it. So who's the hottest artist right now on the streets? Who's the hottest artist? You know this, Gunny. I don't know this shit. We got the biggest pop star to buy this.
Oh my gosh. Let's get
30 cents. And guys, like, bro, buy this for 30 cents and make it your fucking profile picture, and then you're gonna sell it for $100,000, and then it'll make all your NFTs of Gunny's pictures worth at least $100,000 each. So we're good.
Yeah,
and you just have unlimited of them.
I was thinking of like somebody hip hop or whatever, but you mentioned pop or whatever. But I was thinking of like maybe Adele.
Shit, we're gonna get Adele.
She's fairly popular. She's a great singer.
Yeah, she's popular around the world too, not just the U.S.
Yeah. She's like that other Canadian chick who used to be really popular. No, wait, yeah, was she Canadian? She was. Couple of them that were up there, but
not a popular Canadian.
There's two that just came to mind, but. No, fuck it, Adele. I'm gonna DM her right now.
Go DM her. Like, hey Adele, you want this picture of me with this cool color scheme? And then we'll sell it to you for 30 cents, and you can sell it for 100,000. All we need you to do is put it as your Twitter profile picture, and that's it.
Yeah,
NFTs are done. We're gonna become rich. We figured it out, guys. NFTs are the future. We're buying all the NFTs, selling them all to you. At a cheap buy now, guys. Go to the Horrible Gamers NFT shop where you get Gunny's picture in different colors, and you can own them all. Catch them all.
30 cents a pop. Feel bad for me. Buy them, please.
Find me on everything as JesusWalksAlot. I'll be playing some more games and whatnot. I'm playing some more Ready or Not. I believe that's what it's called. The SWAT team game is called Ready or Not. We're playing some more of that. And, yeah. Anyways, I'm out of here. Peace out, Brussels sprouts. We'll catch you on the next week's edition of the Horrible Gamers podcast. Hopefully the Mayo stays quarantined. We got a quarantine room for him in the Discord now.
He's locked in.
He's sitting there by himself, I think. I put him in the quarantine room by himself. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Poor Mayo. He's going to be like, how the fuck do I get out of here? I'm in the quarantine room. We're out of here. Bye, everyone. Thank you for dealing with our last hour of nothing about video games. Literally, do we even talk about video games in this podcast anymore? I don't know.
We did earlier we did. Yeah, we covered it.
We covered your stupid video.
Well, we're horrible. That's, fuck them. People, game on. Brush your controllers. Go to bed.
Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye.
I'll be right back.